What's going on, guys? JSGC here, back again with another Manchester City live stream, where today we're going to be doing the live watch along of Man City's home game against Liverpool in the Premier League. Big game, this one, for both sides. Both sides want to prove that they have what it takes to make some gains on Arsenal at the top of the Premier League and prove that they are title contenders. Man City, the home side, you would expect Man City being the home side to make home advantage count, so pressure on Manchester City from that point of view. Pressure on Liverpool as well if they want to try and retain their Premier League crown. Obviously, the reigning champions, not won away from home in the Premier League since the middle of September. They're also under pressure. Got to win this game. Something really has to give. I'm sure Arsenal will be watching this with a very keen eye in the hope that they dropped points yesterday at the Stadium Light against Sunderland, in the hope that both Man City and Liverpool playing each other today, that both sides are going to drop points and it's going to be a draw. So hopefully something can give. Hopefully Man City can continue their good home form that we've had over the last week or so. A 3-1 win against AFC Bournemouth last weekend in the Premier League at the Etihad, followed that up with a very impressive 4-1 victory in the Champions League against Borussia Dortmund on Wednesday evening. Means Manchester City now trying to make it 3 wins in 3 consecutive home games, which would be, well, over the last 7 days, which would be absolutely brilliant. Liverpool also on back-to-back wins. They were both at Anfield, including wins against Aston Villa last weekend and then beating Real Madrid on Tuesday evening as well. So yeah, we're looking at here at 2 teams that have got plenty to prove, plenty of quality in the team. It should be a really interesting, really close, really good game of football, and it could go any way. I genuinely don't know what is going to happen from this match, which for me makes it a very exciting Premier League clash. So before we do crack on with this live stream, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, then do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. I'm going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest City content here on YouTube, so if you haven't already, do subscribe. It is free, less than 900 subs away from my aim of 48,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Social media links, you can find them in the description if you want to go and follow me on my X, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up as well on today's stream. That would be much appreciated. We're looking to try and make this another 100 liked live stream, so any help towards that would be great. We're already nearly a fifth of our way to our aim. We're on 17 likes, so any help towards getting to 100 would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget as well to get your thoughts in the live chat, including your score prediction for today's game, and also where you guys are tuning in from. A warm welcome to Dan. Thank you for tuning in as well. Hoping City can beat the club that he hates the most in Liverpool. City have had a good back and forth rivalry with Liverpool over, well, just under the last decade or so, that's produced some absolute classics in the Premier League in particular. Some interesting battles between Pep Guardiola and also with Jurgen Klopp. Also welcome Marvin, thank you for tuning in. Going for a 4-1 victory today for Manchester City. I'd take that every day of the week. Dalton, welcome, thanks for tuning in. So there's 2 very good teams with very good lineups. Going to be a real battle of midfield for sure. Going for a close game, going with a 2-1 victory today for City. I think I'm going to echo all of them thoughts there. 2 very good teams, 2 very good lineups. It is going to be a midfield battle. I want to speak about the teams in just one moment. We'll speak more about them battles and where these individual battles are going to be on the pitch that could well decide this game. Also welcome to Nagathon as well, much appreciated. Do hope you are well. And would also appreciate, we've got some rules here on the JSGC channel. Not many rules, but we do have some rules. And that includes not spamming the chat. That also means that no spoiling it for others. And do make sure you have a good time. So, some people are going to be watching it in real time. Some people may be watching it on stream. Some people may be a few seconds behind. So I'd appreciate everybody just waiting for the reactions in particular coming from me. There is going to be a few second delay as is normal when doing stream. So I'd appreciate if nobody's spoiling it for me. So I can go out there and give my authentic reactions to what is happening, and also, spoiled it for the chat as well. So I would appreciate that one, guys. And yeah, pretty much have a good time. That's pretty much it. Corey, welcome. Going with a 2-1 Man City win. I would take a 2-1 win. Any result today that means Man City come away with 3 points and we go 4 points behind Arsenal, I'm happy with. Could be 1-0 with a 97th minute winner. It could be 10-0. I'm not fussed. I just want Man City to win this game. And Nagathon says, hope the blue moon will shine in England today. It's very rainy, it's very cloudy, so we won't be able to see the blue moon, but we can feel the blue moon instead. Going with a 3-1 victory today for City. I'd take a 3-1 victory every day of the win. Corey, I agree. If I'm to pick a win, I don't want a last-minute winner. Whilst incredible, it just makes 97th minute, for example, there's 97 minutes of just pure anxiety, and you score a last-minute winner, it's just sheer relief, and it's a great feeling, but also you just don't want that. You just don't. Go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. Did my stream just disconnect? I just got a notification saying that it had disconnected, so apologies for that. We seem to be back. So, yeah. Anyway, today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details there in the description. I'm going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest football scores from around the grounds. They'll keep you up to date with the latest match information. They'll keep you up to date with the latest team news, the latest statistics, and so much more. Not just limited to football scores and info. It's got you guys covered for all the sports that you want to go and follow. NFL, you've currently got a game in Berlin right now with the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts. You want to stay up to date with that? SofaScore's got you covered. You've got you covered when it comes to all the other scores in the NFL. They've got you guys covered. If you want to watch cricket, I know we've got the Ashes coming up down under. You want to stay up to date with rugby league, rugby union. You've got the Grand Slam of darts taking place. SofaScore, it's all in one place, all in one app. It's got you guys covered. It's a free app to download, and anyone that does download using my link in the description or the QR code on screen or the link in the live chat does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So I've got my 20-second promo video, which I'm going to roll for you guys right now. And a big thank you to SofaScore for sponsoring today's live stream. Don't forget, guys, you can leave your thoughts in the poll. Who do you think is going to win today? Top of the live chat if you want to go and leave your vote. 79% of you guys going with a Man City win. Positivity there. A lot of people going for draws as well. We're normally around less than 10%. 17% going with a draw and 4% going with a Liverpool win. We'll end that poll on kickoff, so don't forget to get your votes in. That would be much appreciated. Yeah, Corey, I don't want to be on edge for 90 minutes either. It's not nice. Not a nice feeling, to be honest. Geffen, welcome. Thanks for tuning in as well once more. Predicting a 2-1 Man City win. Reckons Haaland and Foden scoring today with Ekiteke scoring for Liverpool. Dave, thanks for tuning in. Going with a 1-1 draw today. Says great win without the rat for me yesterday for Middlesbrough, which was, a real good, impressive win. So it's Wolves pinching Middlesbrough's manager, I believe. Dave, clearly not happy about that. Devan, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Also, welcome to Mudgy. Thanks for tuning in. Long time no see, my friend. Do hope you are well. And thank you for tuning in once more. It is much appreciated. So we're going to have a look then at today's video sponsor. We're going to have a look at the teams for today's game. Just have a look at the earlier scores. So the 2 p.m. games here in the UK have all come to a conclusion. Aston Villa have beaten AFC Bournemouth at Villa Park by 4-0. Looking at Malen, Barkley, Onana and Buendia. 4 different scorers there for Aston Villa and an impressive win for them. Brentford have picked up a brilliant result against Newcastle by 3-1, including a brace for Igor Thiago, and Shade also grabbed a goal. Harvey Barnes with a goal for Newcastle. Newcastle's next game will be a home game against Man City, and interestingly, Dan Burn, their centre-back, sent off for a second yellow card today, so it looks like he's going to be suspended, which is, I think, a big blow for Newcastle in their game against Man City straight after the international break in 13 days' time. Crystal Palace against Brighton, that finished 0-0 in a very uninspiring game at Selhurst Park. And then a big game down at the bottom of the Premier League. Nottingham Forest taking on Leeds today. Nottingham Forest picking up a 3-1 victory as they close the gap on the teams above them in the relegation zone. And Leeds United just seem to be struggling a little bit right now. Nemicha, former City man Lucas Nemicha, is grabbing the goal for Leeds, but it's Elliot Anderson, Morgan Gibbs-White and Sangare scoring the goals for Nottingham Forest today. So that's 9 out of the 10 Premier League games all done and dusted. Tottenham 2, Man United 2, Everton 2, Fulham 0, West Ham 3, Burnley 2, Sunderland 2, Arsenal 2 and Chelsea 3, Wolves 0 are all the other scores from yesterday. So as we head into another international break, the final one until March, the only thing that's left to be decided now is this game at the Etihad between Manchester City and Liverpool, which is what we're going to be focusing the rest of this live stream on. Manchester City currently sitting in third place in the Premier League. Liverpool at this moment in time sitting in 6th. A win for Liverpool will send them second, and a win for Man City will send them second. Most importantly, though, it's Arsenal sitting on 26 points. Man City are on 19 points, so a win today would send us on to 22 points, and we'd go 4 points behind Arsenal, and we've also got a chance to make some gains on their goal difference. At the moment, Arsenal have got 3 goal difference on Manchester City. For Liverpool, they're currently 8 points behind Arsenal and got a chance today. They need to win, realistically, Liverpool, if they want to win the Premier League come May. So they've got to win today's game, and a win for Liverpool would send them above Man City, above Chelsea, into second place and 5 points behind Arsenal at the top of the Premier League. So a big game here for both teams. So having a look then at the match information for today's game. Interestingly, 59% of SofaScore users think Man City are going to win this game, 27% going with a Liverpool win, and 14% going with a draw, with over 100,000 votes on that. So that's very impressive there. So this game taking place at the Etihad Stadium in Manchester, obviously. You've got referee Chris Kavanagh taking charge of today's game. He averages a red card every 0.12 games, which is an average of a red card 1 in every 10 games. He does have an average of 3.65 yellow cards per game, so do expect 3 or 4 yellow cards at least from this match. So we're then going to have a look at the lineups for today's game. Don't forget, guys, please do leave a thumbs up. We are now 76 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that, guys, will be much appreciated. Do subscribe and do go and check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore, who are helping for me to give today's team information. So we're going to start off first with the Liverpool starting 11, going with a 4-2-3-1 formation. Alisson out injured, so you've got Mamardashvili starting in goal. The back four made up of Conor Bradley, Konate, Van Dijk and Robertson. Midfield free of Gravenberch, Mac Allister and Szoboszlai. Mo Salah on one side, Florian Wirtz on the other, and Ekiteke starts up top. Liverpool substitute bench looking today with Woodman, their backup goalkeeper. You've got Kerkez, Gomez, Endu, Jones, Gakpo, Isak, Chiesa and Nugomaha. So, yeah, a strong bench there from Liverpool. Some good quality, in particular in attack. I'm looking towards Chiesa, could end up getting some minutes here. Alexander Isak could be getting some minutes here. It's mind-blowing to think that they've splashed over £100 million to bring Isak in. Isak on the bench, only just come back from injury, which is the reason why he's on the bench. Cody Gakpo on the bench as well. Looking at defensive options, players like Kerkez and Gomez. He also got options too on the pitch for Jones and Endo as well. So plenty of quality there. Arne Slot, the manager for Liverpool today. They are missing a few players. Bajcetic out, Leone out, Alisson we've just mentioned missing this game as well. And former Man City man Jeremy Frimpong also out for Liverpool. So your Manchester City starting 11 for today, lining up with a 4-3-3 formation. It's going to be Gianluigi Donnarumma starting in goal. It's Matheus Nunes, Ruben Dias, Josko Gvardiol and Nico O'Reilly as Man City's back four. Nico Gonzalez, Bernardo Silva, captain of Man City today, and Phil Foden in midfield. Rayan Cherki given the nod on the right wing, Jeremy Doku given the nod on the left wing, and Erling Haaland, the in-form Erling Haaland, the ever-dangerous Erling Haaland, starts up top for Manchester City. On the bench for Man City today, lots of quality again. James Trafford, John Stones, Nathan Ake, Rico Lewis, Tijjani Reijnders, Rayan Ait-Nouri, Savinho, Oscar Bob, and Omar Marmoush. City missing 3 players as well. Rodri doesn't make the squad today, and neither does Abdukodir Khusanov, both missing for City. Mateo Kovacic out until around March time with a heel injury, which is going to need an operation, which is very unfortunate. So, firstly, some big calls made. Tijjani Reijnders thought he might have started this game. Doesn't start this game, not given the nod in midfield. He heads onto the bench. There was some talk about Savinho, about Omar Marmoush potentially making this game. Doesn't happen. There was some talk about Nathan Ake and John Stones making the starting 11. Again, it doesn't happen. So Man City just kind of going with more of the same. And what it's set up for here is a very, very interesting individual battles going on the pitch, all over the pitch. And I find it really interesting. So just having a look then, really. We'll speak first about City, where the dangers are, where the individual battles are going to be. We've got to start in midfield. That midfield 3 taking on Liverpool's midfield 3. Expect to see a lot of running, passing and moving from Gravenberch, Mac Allister and Szoboszlai. It means that Nico Gonzalez, Bernardo Silva's going to have to drop deep. Rayan Cherki's going to have to drop deep. Phil Foden's going to have to help and track back as well. With Nico O'Reilly being given the nod on the left-hand side, Jeremy Doku is also going to need to track back and help as well. I wouldn't be surprised for Matheus Nunes to be given more freedom in this game. Nico Gonzalez gets told to drop a bit deeper and almost act as a centre-back alongside Ruben Dias and Josko Gvardiol. And Matheus Nunes can then push a little further forward because you're going to get the likes of Bernardo Silva, Rayan Cherki, Phil Foden maybe dropping a little bit deeper to try and pick them balls up, which could give Matheus Nunes a little bit more space. So I'm looking at the first interesting battle is that midfield battle. Szoboszlai, Nico Gonzalez, who's going to come out on top there. Phil Foden seems to be improving his form, looking much sharper, much better this season than he did last season. He's going to be tackling alongside Gravenberch. How's Gravenberch going to cope with Phil Foden? Mac Allister, fresh from scoring the winner for Liverpool against Real Madrid, taking on captain Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva always seems to raise his game when it comes to Man City taking on Liverpool. He wants to do well, so another interesting battle. I think one of the most interesting battles for me comes out wide. Florian Wirtz taking on Matheus Nunes. How's that going to work? Florian Wirtz not really lit it up at Liverpool so far after they've paid, north of £100 million for him as well. He's really got to try and hit the ground running. So how's Matheus Nunes going to deal with Florian Wirtz? Mohamed Salah taking on Nico O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly, of course, only young. What's he, 19 years old, taking on Salah. Lots of defenders this season have done a good job on keeping Mo Salah quiet. And I think the key to keeping Mo Salah quiet, we've done it before, is you've got to man-mark him out of this game. So Nico O'Reilly, when it comes to physical presence, good at dealing with balls into the box. You know, he's a good header of the ball. Question is, how good is he at sticking with his man and doing man-for-man defending on someone as good as what Mo Salah is? Because you want to keep Mo Salah quiet, you've got to stick to him like glue. I know he's struggled a little bit this season for Liverpool, but this is exactly the kind of game where Salah would really look to try and flourish in, and he's more than capable of that. So it's a very interesting battle there, which is why I spoke in my preview about there's the potential importance of that left-hand side, that City could have gone with the extra defender. It could have been John Stones starting and Gvardiol goes out left, or it could have been Nathan Ake given the nod on the left-hand side. Players who have got a little bit more experience, who have helped to pocket Mo Salah before. Nico O'Reilly, it's going to be new for him, and Nico O'Reilly likes to get forward. Matheus Nunes has an error in him, and he likes to get forward. So I think there's a lot of success there potentially for Liverpool if they're going to be looking to try and be nice and direct down either flank, looking at Florian Wirtz and Mo Salah. And equally, I'm looking towards Liverpool's individual battles at fullback with Robertson and Conor Bradley. I suspect Robertson's going to have to try and get forward to try and help support the Liverpool attack. Same with Conor Bradley as well, who did a brilliant job man-marking Vinicius Jr. He's got another big test ahead of him today. Another good individual battle on the Man City left-hand side with Doku taking on Conor Bradley. And then I'm looking towards, for me, one of the most interesting battles. We're looking here at the great link-up play, the combinations between Rayan Cherki and Phil Foden, and of of course, Erling Haaland. And the question is, how's Konate, how's Van Dijk going to deal with an informed Erling Haaland? If I'm Erling Haaland, I'm looking at trying to get on my left-hand side, then I'd be looking at trying to target Liverpool's right-sided centre-back, which is Konate, and for me, the weaker of the two centre-backs with Virgil van Dijk. So I'm wondering, Van Dijk might sense such a thing happening and knows Haaland wants to go onto his left, that I wouldn't rule out Van Dijk potentially playing as a right-sided centre-back today, and Konate moves over to the left instead. So there's so many individual battles going on here, and I'm going to find it really interesting. A very wet Etihad Stadium today, a very greasy surface. So once more, if I'm City, I'm looking to try and zip that ball. Low balls across into the box. I'm looking for shots at the goalkeeper. Second choice goalkeeper for Liverpool in action today. Got to be testing him early on. Got to go all guns blazing at Liverpool to try and make things happen. If we can go out and score a couple of early goals, I think the pressure could tell for Liverpool, because obviously the form's improved. Before that, their two back-to-back wins, it was not winning 6 out of 7 games. So for me, the frailties are still there. Liverpool's not won away from home in the Premier League since middle of September against Burnley. So for me, there's a lot of success there for City. They've just got to target Liverpool and take the game to them. We sit off them and we can't find the opening goal. It could be very difficult, and City really struggled in this game last season back in February, and we struggled because we didn't win their midfield individual battles. The Liverpool managed to make that game about their attack, and they were clinical in front of goal. So we've got to learn them lessons. We've got to win them individual midfield battles. We've got to create opportunities, and when our opportunities do come, we've got to score them. I don't think this is going to finish level today. I think there is going to be a team that wins. I think the team that wins is the team that scores first today for me. So we'll see. A very attacking lineup from Man City, a very attacking lineup from Liverpool. So expect this to be a really explosive attacking game. Hopefully some goals, and hopefully Manchester City can really get that pressure onto Liverpool and apply themselves. A couple of early goals here would be absolutely brilliant and get maximum pressure on to Liverpool. So thank you very much, Danvin, for tuning in. Reckons a draw today. A draw, really, the only winner, the only team celebrating a draw today is going to be Arsenal. So can't be a draw today. Both sides have got to go for this. Denny, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Says not keen on Liverpool. Fancy City nicking this game by 2-1. Interesting score prediction. The Great Egg, I'm glad I weren't the only one picking up on Florian Wirtz has got a point to prove. A team that were very interested in bringing Florian Wirtz in. He'll want to go out there and apply himself, and with him being able to do so, going up against Matheus Nunes is potentially there. There is an area for concern. There's lots of individual battles going on. We'll see how City do get on. Denny, afternoon to you, says hoping Cherki can carry his fine form in today, get a good team performance, and get cutting that gap down to 4 points with Arsenal. Got to be done. Got to make them gains. Arsenal have dropped points yesterday against Sunderland. We've got to apply ourselves and make it happen as far as I'm concerned. Lou, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. A whopping $100 to watch City v Liverpool, which is wow. We did see some Tifo displays at the Etihad today, celebrating Pep Guardiola's 1,000th game in management. Also got a special landmark for Jeremy Doku making his 100th Premier League appearance for Man City today as well. It was a beautiful Tifo. And Pep Guardiola and Arne Slot have just laid their poppy wreaths down as we approach November 11th. It's the last Premier League home game for Man City before November 11th, so they will be paying tribute to all those who have served in the armed forces, who have very sadly passed away. And as you can see from the pedestal of the trumpeter, Manchester does remember. So we are going to observe a moment's silence whilst they do play their music. Of course, as we approach November 11th, very important to remember those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Beautifully observed at the Etihad as well. You may see some of the fans wearing the red poppies. You'll see the players wearing them as well. I know it holds a bit of a political symbol these days. I think James McLean's probably one that's probably the biggest voice against the poppy, and I know it does split opinions. But beautifully observed there at the Etihad Stadium. The Great Egg. I am looking forward to this game. Me too. Should be real good. So guys, don't forget, leave a thumbs up. We're 70 likes away from 100. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Do subscribe as well if you're new around here. Social media links are in the description. If you want to go and follow me on my X, Instagram and TikTok, email also in the description too. If you want to go and follow me on... Email also in the description if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. Links and details there in the description as we do get kick-off for today's game with Liverpool getting us underway, playing in their red shirts, red shorts and red socks, attacking from right to left. Liverpool going to be attacking the north stand here in the first half, so it will be the normal south stand attack for them, where the away fans are to one side in the second half. Manchester City playing in their home shirts, sky blue shirts, white shorts and sky blue socks, attacking from left to right. Chance here for Donnarumma just to send the ball clear after Liverpool had launched the ball forward. It's important for City to settle themselves in quickly into this game because Liverpool will come out of the blocks and look to try and make things happen. The Great Egg, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. And Denny, no need to apologise, my friend. Here is Jeremy Doku. He's gone on the right-hand side for City, which is very interesting. Just skips past Florian Wirtz to the byline, Jeremy. Looks to put a ball across and gets a block there, and that will be a throw-in for Manchester City. Interesting to see Doku there go on the right-hand side. He looks like he's switching over to his normal left-hand flank now. Welcome, J-Love Bug. Going 3-2 today to Manchester City. I think my prediction, I'm going to go with 3-1 City. I think we can grab a couple of early goals today. A couple of goals in the first half an hour. Get Liverpool on the back foot. Nice quick start. I think that's what we've got to be looking for. Similar to what we did in the derby. It was a nice quick start. Pushed and got the opening goal. Built on that in the second half and got the job done. In, well, made it look easy. Or comfortable. 85% of you guys think Man City winning. 84% of you guys think City are winning today. 13% going with a draw. 3% with a Liverpool win. So thank you everybody that did vote on today's poll. It is much appreciated. As I said, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. We're now 68 likes. My maths is out today. 68 likes away. Dan Van says, is Khusanov still injured? He's still carrying the knock, and I don't think City want to take any risks. And whilst they've got not too far off a near fully fit squad, not fit enough to make the squad today. And same with Rodri. I think if push came to shove and we needed minutes from them and we were struggling, they'd be on the bench today. But we've got a lot of players available, so whilst there's a little bit of doubt, we'll just give the players extra time to recover, and I'm hoping Khusanov won't head on international duty, and I'm hoping it'll be the same for Rodri as well, and they can just have a couple of weeks to focus on their recoveries and be fit, ready after the international break, because it's very normal for Man City to come out after an international break with 1 or 2 injuries, so yeah. Free kick there for City. Then Gravenberch committing the foul. He's not happy about it. Denny, there's many replica shirts that you can pick up for cheap. There are many. The main one that I hear lots of people talk about is DH Gate. Not sponsored today by DH Gate, by the way, but that's a company a lot of people do tend to use if you want to pick up jerseys for cheap. To be fair, I always recommend that, if you're struggling to afford the football tops but you really like them, just wait till later in the season and they come down in price. So Kitbag, who do sponsor some of my videos, which is great. Had some of the last season City shirts available for less than £20. So imagine with Christmas coming up, there'll be some special deals put on, and you wait till like March, April time, and you'll be able to pick up solid replica jerseys. As you see, the referee's too whistle happy there. Blows for a foul on Doku, and it was a foul, and there's an opportunity there for Haaland to get forward. They played a nice pass into the channel there for him, and yeah. Korshik, thanks for tuning in. Says our next top 6 matches against Chelsea in January, winnable games in this month and December, and it was around this time where City's form really dipped last season, so it's important that we start to apply ourselves. It's a difficult game today, but if we can see it through with a home team, then we're 4 points behind Arsenal at the top. Got a very difficult game straight after the international breakaway at Newcastle. But if you can go there and pick up a good result and another win, all of a sudden, Man City are in a really, really good spot, as Doku does ever so well to win that ball back and drives into the penalty area. He just can't get a good enough ball across looking for Erling Haaland. He does well to get any ball across there, Jeremy Doku, to be fair. That's a good little positive run, though, from Doku. Welcome, Mind. Thanks for tuning in. Do hope you are well. Right. Here's Robertson then on the left for Liverpool. Just plays the ball out to Van Dijk. So they've gone with Van Dijk on the left and Konate's gone on the right, which I find interesting. Szoboszlai nearly wins that loose second ball. It's a loose pass from Nico G looking for Jeremy Doku. Conor Bradley, who seems to have grabbed his opportunity of regular minutes on the right-hand side of the defence for Liverpool, with Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving. Seems to be putting in some good impressive performances. A good solid defender, Conor Bradley. Pocketed Vinicius Jr. midweek. Former loanee at Bolton Wanderers. Club that's not too far away from me, to be fair. It's a good pass from Phil Foden, then he makes a good bursting run forward along with Erling Haaland, as Doku plays a good pass to Foden. It's just slightly beyond Foden, and Van Dijk's strong, and he's going to stop Phil Foden from getting to the ball, and that'll just go out for a goal kick. It was a good idea, that, from Man City. And Geffen, I'm hoping we can score first and settle everybody down. Mine says City versus Liverpool, Brazilian Grand Prix, so closely scheduled. There's a lot of big sporting events on today. Got some big NFL games, and they've got an international game in Germany today as well. Obviously, the Grand Prix. Got darts on too. Lots of things happening today. As not the best of balls across there from Manchester City. I think it was Bernardo Silva putting a ball across on his left foot, beyond everybody and straight into the arms of the keeper. Kushik excited for the Ashes. Hopes England would win. Could be a perfect Christmas present, along with City doing well. I hope that City can do well. I don't hold up much hope for England doing much down under, to be fair, as a long ball gets played forward. And here is Mo Salah, and it's an excellent bit of defending there from Manchester City. Excellent bit of defending. Combination defending there from Ruben Dias and Josko Gvardiol. Ensures that Donnarumma can collect that ball with ease from the dangers of Ekiteke and Mohamed Salah. Mind, I've not seen Klopp, or the camera's not gone to Klopp in the stands. I'd be surprised if Klopp wasn't there. Called Pep Guardiola his friend, helping. He left a positive message for Pep Guardiola upon the 1000th game in management for Pep today. And hopefully City can celebrate that by picking up a win. So a very closely fought first 8 minutes. Neither keeper have had too much to do. Two teams that are just trying to suss each other out. Both sides prepared, I think, to be patient here. Liverpool's keeper just works it to Konate. Here's Szoboszlai back to Konate. I do feel like Konate is our route into the game. Tito, I'm happy you've said that. Konate, I feel like, is our route into the game, as Rayan Cherki just steps in front of Alexis Mac Allister and wins a free kick for Manchester City. So here is Jeremy Doku. Oh, Doku into a great position. Doku goes down. Cherki can't get a clean enough shot. 2 blocks and cleared, and now Manchester City want the penalty. So Jeremy Doku goes down. Manchester City continue to appeal to the referee. They want a penalty. I think they feel like Doku were brought down. So Man City have now just passed the ball out so the referee can stop and VAR can have a good look at it. Every single City player is convinced this is a penalty. So let's have a look. Doku then makes a good driving run into the penalty area. He did lose his footing. No, it's terrible defending. Does the keeper take Doku's foot? He goes down. Doku asks for the penalty immediately. Let's have a look. Is there any contact? Keeper, his knee takes his foot there on Doku. He doesn't get the ball. There's enough there to take Doku off balance. Keeper just clips him and the referee's gone over now. He's been told by VAR to go and have a look at it. So there's contact, albeit there's not a load of contact. Doku doesn't initiate any contact either. He's just using his pace and goes past the keeper. The keeper's sliding in. He doesn't get to the ball. And his knee just clips his top of his foot and clips him. And Doku goes down. So the fact that the referee's been told to go to the monitor tells me that I suspect a penalty is going to be given here. So it could be a real big early opportunity for Manchester City. Referee's taken a good, long, hard look at this. You don't often see the referee, when told to go to the monitor, disagree with VAR to say, VAR think that this is a penalty. Referee's original decision's not a penalty. So let's see. Robertson says he doesn't think it's a penalty. His opinion doesn't matter. The referee's opinion matters because VAR's told him to go and have a look. And the decision is... waiting for him to be mic'd up so he can explain it to the crowd. And the referee's decision is a penalty given to Manchester City. So a very early opportunity here. Probably going to be by the 12th minute for Manchester City from the spot to find the opening goal. I imagine this is going to be Erling Haaland that's going to take the penalty. It's Doku's pace that wins the penalty for Manchester City and a chance here for City to grab the opening goal. There's a bit of pushing and shoving going on now inside the penalty area. I think Liverpool are just trying to get into the head of Erling Haaland, so Erling Haaland just turns away. More pushing going on from Konate. Rayan Cherki not happy about it either. Eventually the players clear away. A chance here for Erling Haaland then to score a goal. Erling Haaland has a good record from the spot, but not a perfect one. So here we go, Haaland. I think this might be Man City's first penalty of the season as well. Right, come on, Erling. Chance here. Oh, it's a poor penalty. It's a poor penalty from Haaland. There's no real pace. He goes low. It's not in the corner. It's a comfortable save for the keeper. It's a poor penalty from Haaland. Can't believe that. I guess if the keeper has a good, makes a good save, it's in the corner and he gets down well and saves it, but it's nowhere near the corner. It's an easy save for the keeper. Easy save. Anyway, they've got to pick themselves up, keep themselves switched on. First big opportunity of the game. I have no doubt there will be more opportunities in this game. That's a massive opportunity to score. It doesn't happen. City have just got to persevere and stick with it. Keeper's the one that commits the foul and the one that makes the save. What would do to have a Balotelli or a Yaya Toure taking the penalty is a guaranteed goal from the spot. I said Haaland, most times does score. He does have a few frailties. He does miss penalties as well. I'm sure Erling he'll keep himself in the game. It's his knee hitting the boot of Doku that's won that penalty, by the way. Comfortable save for the keeper. We stick to scoring goals in open play. Bertrand it's a horror pen. Bad attempt at a penalty. Anyway, guys, we're now 13 likes away from 50. Any help towards that would be great. Do subscribe and do go and check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details, they are in the description. Here is Jeremy Doku. Fred's a nice ball in, looking for Bernardo Silva. He loses his footing and he slides in with a challenge. Van Dijk goes down. He's not happy and a free kick given. Liverpool haven't settled too well into this game at the moment. Just look a bit shaky at the back. Yeah, Liverpool just look a bit shaky. I'm not too concerned about the missed penalty for City. I'll come back to it if we end up obviously not picking up a win today, and I've looked at it to say we've got a perfect opportunity to go ahead and we're not taking our opportunity, and when good opportunities against good teams like Liverpool present themselves, you've got to take your opportunities. I'm sure there'll be more opportunities. We've just got to stick to it and be on it. At the moment, City are doing a very good job at keeping Liverpool pinned. Liverpool's distribution out from the back hasn't looked as sharp as what I'd expect them to be. That was a good opportunity there from that penalty for Man City just to get more pressure onto Liverpool, but as I said, we've just got to persevere and stick with it. Long ball just sent forward by Liverpool straight into the hands of Gianluigi Donnarumma, so a chance here for City just to build up from the back once more. Here's Matheus Nunes. I'm still cautiously optimistic that we can win today's game. Nico O'Reilly sends this one long down the flank and out of play for a throw into Liverpool. So Liverpool not seen too much of the ball over the last few minutes. As we hit 40 likes now. 4/10 of our way there. Have a big push to 50. Got nearly 40 of you guys tuning in as well, so welcome everybody. Do hope everyone's having a good Sunday. 0-0 here at the Etihad. Not had too many opportunities, only the one big opportunity from the penalty spot. Jeremy Doku went down, referee said no penalty. City were convinced it was a penalty. VAR were convinced it was a penalty. Referee overturned his decision, and Erling Haaland, with the tamest of tame penalties, forcing a very comfortable save for the Liverpool backup goalkeeper, and opportunity chucked away by Manchester City, and a heavy touch there from Haaland. He does well to win the ball back though, and Phil Foden wastes no time in just working the ball to the left hand side here, and Jeremy Doku up against Conor Bradley works a ball to Foden. Here's Rayan Cherki, and a shot takes a deflection and over the top of the crossbar. Good opportunity that for Manchester City. Cherki making himself known. These little plays that City are doing, they're doing really well at finding the ball in little pockets of space in midfield, and they're doing a really good job of just working it around to the wingers. In particular, Doku seems like he's having a very positive impact on this game so far. Julia, I agree. Just got to move on from it. It's happened. Foden, corner, whipped in, too close to the keeper. Thought the keeper had come and collected that. He didn't. He let Konate win the header, and in the end, City don't do anything with it, and it goes out of play for a goal kick. At the moment, Konate having the most touches. It's probably why Liverpool looks a little shaky at the back. He is, for me, the weakest of the links for Liverpool. I'm amazed that they didn't push harder for Mark Guéhi from Crystal Palace, although I do believe Guéhi plays on the left-hand side of defence as well, and that's where you find Virgil van Dijk, so maybe that was the reason, but I do feel like that's a potential weak link that City could just look to target on the defence of Liverpool, as Erling Haaland instructs the City team just to help push out there. Liverpool now just starting to knock the ball around with a bit more confidence. Here's Florian Wirtz pushing forward, Plays his pass in, looking for Ekiteke. Ruben Dias slides in, trying to win the ball. In the end, Liverpool managed to scramble the ball back. Here is Mac Allister now. He's got Gravenberch to use. He's moved it across to Konate instead. Liverpool now go to the right-hand side where Conor Bradley finds Mo Salah. Here is Gravenberch, decides not to dink a ball into the box, looking for the return pass of Salah. Konate then goes to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk trying to push Liverpool further forward. City got everybody back, helping to defend. Welcome, Andy. Thanks for tuning in. Do hope you and Alison are well. As we're now 6 likes away from 50, so any help towards that would be great, guys. 0-0 here at the Etihad between City and Liverpool. Conor Bradley's got a chance here to dink a ball over the top of Nico O'Reilly looking for Salah. He finds him as well with a good ball. Salah forced to go backwards. Not before he's got a bit of support from Gravenberch. Back to Salah. Salah forced to go back to Mac Allister, and City do well just to push Liverpool back to Konate on halfway. Gravenberch then looking on the right-hand side to try and play a ball forward. A loose header there from Liverpool allows Man City just to momentarily intercept. Rayan Cherki takes no chances, and City Bernardo Silva takes no chances, and boom, out of play it goes for a throw into Liverpool. So Nico O'Reilly's gone down here now for Manchester City. That's never a good sign when a player goes down unopposed. I wonder if Nico O'Reilly maybe just overstretched trying to win the header with Mo Salah there. Looks like he's in a bit of discomfort. Could also just be tactical. City just looking for a bit of respite, so they're going to, just go down, need a bit of treatment, kill a minute, take a bit of momentum away from Liverpool. So, hopefully Nico O'Reilly will be okay. City do have plenty of options on that left. Could bring a centre-back on like Stones and move Gvardiol out there. You've got Rayan Ait-Nouri. Nathan Ake can all play there, so plenty of options for City if Nico O'Reilly can't continue. Hopefully he can. O'Reilly just seems to be getting a bit of treatment on the back of his calf. Feeling a bit of discomfort. It seems to be causing him a lot of discomfort, so see what the physios say. No, he's overstretched it, trying to make an interception, is what O'Reilly's done. He seems to be walking okay. Normally players, when they've picked up a knock or something that's causing them a bit of discomfort, tend to walk quite gingerly or will walk a bit jaded, but O'Reilly seems to be walking okay for me. Yeah, goes straight to the touchline, does a couple of steps forward, steps back, jogs on the spot. Seems like he's okay. He's going to have to wait 30 seconds to come on, so in the meantime, Man City just got to defend with 10 men. Helps with Liverpool not playing the best of balls forward there, and Nico O'Reilly, he's not making it up. He's obviously overstretched his calf. Seems like he's okay to continue, though. And a perfect timing of just killing a minute or two and, really taking the sting out of the game. Not a big fan of these half and half scarves. Obviously Man City, the home team, and I'm just seeing little flurries of red from these half and half scarves of the Man City-Liverpool game, which I get, like, if you're a neutral going to a game, but such prime seats for such a big game. I'd like for the seats to be taken up by Manchester City fans wearing the sky blue, cheering the sky blue on, rather than half and half scarves and neutral and stuff. But hey, here we are. Not a big fan of half and half scarves. Never really got them. I get some people, it might be like their first game and it's paid way over the top in terms of the price for the match ticket. But if you're gonna get a ticket for a game in a home end, you want to get a scarf, go and buy the home team scarf. Cheer on the home team. I don't get it. I do not get it. Looked like that went out of play and will be a throw-in. Yeah, I don't really get Andy why they became a thing, and I'm not sure. They look very touristy, which I know people will come over as tourists and neutrals and stuff, and I just think, put the home, buy a home scarf, a home shirt or whatever, and support the home team. You're in the home end. Rayan Cherki can't find his pass to Foden. Bernardo Silva can't find his pass to Matheus Nunes, and that will be a throw-in for Liverpool. As the rain, surprise, surprise, continues to come down in Manchester. It remains 0-0 here. Then it is another way of emptying the pockets of the supporters. I can't even blame the club for it, because Man City don't produce these scarves. You won't find a half and half scarf in an official club shop. They're just done by the stalls, either in the city centre or outside the stadium, of people just selling flags and scarves for stuff. And I don't know. People that buy the half and half sell handball, surely. I don't even get the half and half scarves, because you're not even helping to support the club, because the money doesn't actually go to Man City either. So I don't get it. Anyway, here's Doku into the penalty area. He's causing Conor Bradley all kinds of issues. Doku with a shot, and it's into the side netting. Good effort that from Jeremy Doku. Doku actually looks like the most likely source. I actually think the keeper's pulled off a save there. Yeah, Doku looks like the most likely source for City. He's causing a lot of problems for Conor Bradley, showing what Vinny Jr. should have been doing. It's a good save that from the keeper. Real good save. Gets a good strong hand onto it into the side of the net. So corner. Header's going to be won by Konate. Here's Doku. Gets that under control and does well. Here's Foden. Gets it onto his left foot. He's going to get dispossessed though. That's good recovery. That real good recovery. Is that Nico G? It is Nico G. Trying to cheer on the crowd. Here's Doku. Tries to thread his pass through to Foden. There's a lot of red bodies behind the ball there. So they do a good job in defending that, and that's going to be as cynical as a foul as you're going to see from Nico G, and that is going to be a yellow card as well. He just cleans out Florian Wirtz and says, you're not going any further. And that will be a yellow card for, to be fair, Bernardo Silva also had a little pop as well. Both of them did, bring in Florian Wirtz down there. Referee deems Nico G was the one that instigated that. He was the first one to get his hand on Florian Wirtz, so he's the one that is deemed to have committed the foul and the one that gets the yellow card. Here's Nico O'Reilly up against Salah, trying to defend this out. He's taken the touch, so he's going to have to try and get this one whacked clear. Phil Foden under pressure. They're going to have to get this one clear, City. They do really well in the tightest of spaces there. Here's Jeremy Doku. Excellent, excellent work. Who's got the space? Can they find the space? Cherki. Well, that's a beautiful football from Manchester City. They do ever so well in the tightest of spaces on the left-hand side, and they're next to their own penalty area. And 10 seconds later, Matheus Nunes is on the edge of the Liverpool penalty area, as all the space was on the right-hand side. City do ever so well there under pressure. I think that's something that City have really improved on since last season. Ball retention, their ability and comfortableness, work in the areas, tightest of spaces. They're a bit more direct this season. Does help that Doku's really found his feet. So hopefully City can keep this up and can make something happen here. Here's Matheus Nunes. Ball comes in. Haaland with the header. Haaland with the goal! He might miss the penalty, guys! He's not missing the header, though! And Erling Haaland Gets the goal that Manchester City have been looking for. It's a beautiful cross from Matheus Nunes. And Erling Haaland just... he waits for the ball to hit his head. Keeper's just rooted to the ground. Can't do anything about it. And it just loops into the back of the net. It's a brilliant header from Erling Haaland. And he can't stop scoring goals. I think Man City might be allergic, guys, to scoring from set pieces. No set piece goals. It has to be all about open play. And it's a cracker of a ball from Matheus Nunes. Haaland, who's he beating there? It's Konate. Konate's won everything in the air so far today. He doesn't win that. Might even take a little deflection off the top of Konate's head, to be honest, to help it on its way. I'm not sure. Not the best of camera angles. It doesn't. It's Konate that flicks it with the back of his head onto Erling Haaland. And big Erling Haaland, opening goal there for Manchester City. VAR haven't got any problems with that, so we can change the score. Manchester City lead here by a goal to nil. Woo! I agree. The great egg, it is deserved. I think City have been the better team. They've asked the questions of Liverpool. And what's really interesting now is what are Liverpool going to do about it? They're the questions now. So don't forget, guys, we're now just 3 likes away from 50. Any help towards that would be great. Do subscribe and do go and check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details there in the description. It's important now that City don't sit off. They've got to keep going. Here's Erling Haaland again. Haaland to Doku. Squares it across, and Foden were waiting for the tapping, but the goalkeeper reads that well. City all over this at the moment. And you never know with VAR. Find anything and everything. You can't celebrate until that action gets back underway, as Florian Wirtz has a shot blocked well by Nico G. I actually think Florian Wirtz has looked like Liverpool's most likely outlet to make something happen. At the moment, it's Manchester City that's been all over this. Oh, that's a poor ball given away. Poor ball given away. That's beautiful defending from Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias finding his form as well, which is good. I think what's more impressive is it's Ruben Dias always finds his form when he's single. He's not single and he's finding his form. Maybe Maya Jama is the one for Ruben Dias then. Finding form, and he's not had to be single to find his form. That was a cracking interception and great reading from Ruben Dias. Here's Matheus Nunes to Nico G. There's loads of space here on this left if City want to use it. Should be a free kick for City and is. Rayan Cherki winning the free kick there. At the moment, City being very clever with this midfield battle that's going on. Very clever. Rayan Cherki very clever there. Just waits for impact to come in, and Mac Allister from behind provides that for Rayan Cherki to go down and City get the free kick. So Bernardo Silva then with the free kick. He just takes it short. He goes to Nico G. Here's Doku then. Looking to just gallop forward. Plays a nice ball down the flank for Nico O'Reilly. Can't get a ball into the box. Conor Bradley too tight to him. There's also only one player in the box. So, yeah. There we go. Here's Doku then. It's got the support of Nico G. He's just going to centralise this, and Liverpool are going to take their opportunity to try and push out here and have, again, what I've been calling this midfield battle, try and meet Manchester City. At the moment, Man City have worked the narrowest and tightest of spaces to create opportunities and make things happen. Szoboszlai just pushing forward here to try and get some pressure onto Donnarumma. He finds his pass, though, to Josko Gvardiol. Here is Doku. He's under pressure. Conor Bradley's pushed right forward. Doku finds Josko Gvardiol, and that's deemed to have gone out of play, which Gvardiol not happy about. Doku not happy about. It was a very heavy pass from Doku. It didn't need to be as heavy as what it was. It didn't look like it had gone out of play, but obviously linesman's in the best position there to judge that it has, and he's deemed that it has. So a throw-in for Liverpool, which Liverpool just worked back. Julia, it is the 1,000th managerial game for Pep Guardiola. What's very impressive is everyone always associates Pep Guardiola at his very best at Barcelona. You think of Pep Guardiola, everyone thinks of Barcelona and how good he was at Barcelona. Yeah, Pep Guardiola's had far more time and far more games at Manchester City than what he had at Barcelona. So, yeah. Right, Liverpool send a direct ball forward. Ekiteke can't get control of that one. Looks like that's hit the referee. The referee's going to stop the game and have a drop ball. At the moment, Liverpool just struggling to find ways to link in their attack. And Arne Slot just looks a little puzzled. The coach on the side doing a bit of the analysis looks a bit puzzled. Liverpool got some good options from the bench, though. In attack, looking at Alexander Isak, deemed fit enough to make the squad today. So he's on the bench and an option in the second half. Chiesa could be an option. Cody Gakpo offering a bit more physicality could be an option. Doku just skips past Mac Allister, and again, cynical foul. Same result, Nico G did it to Florian Wirtz, and Mac Allister does it to Jeremy Doku. Same result, yellow card. Free kick Man City. Doku's been exceptional these first 36 minutes. Absolutely exceptional. Here's Ruben Dias then to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva almost acting as a centre-back. He pivots forward. Foden dinks a nice ball forward here to Bernardo Silva. Doku centralised himself, proved himself effective in the game against Bournemouth from them central areas. Can't find the pass though to Matheus Nunes. Just gives the ball to Andy Robertson instead. Szoboszlai's got his back to the goal, so he's forced to go backwards. Mac Allister now can bring Liverpool forward. He's going to be met by Rayan Cherki, and that's going to be a free kick for Liverpool just inside their own half. Liverpool just starting to grow in confidence, knocking the ball around a little more. I think Liverpool would feel a little better if they were actually creating some opportunities and asking some questions of the City defence and asking some questions of Donnarumma. At the moment, it's more just been a game about control. Man City are doing a very good job of restricting space. When they need to drop deep, they drop deep. Not really giving Liverpool much space to create or do much. Andy Robertson trying to push forward and make things happen. Matheus Nunes can put that one out for a throw-in to Liverpool. Here is Dominik Szoboszlai now. On the left-hand side, crossfield pass comes in. It's a good crossfield pass looking for Salah, who should keep this in as well. So up against Nico O'Reilly. And he'll get a corner for Liverpool as well. Just whacks the ball into the shin of Nico O'Reilly, and Liverpool will have a corner and a chance here to get Virgil van Dijk and to get Konate into the area and get a quality ball into the box. So Man City going to have to be on it with their defending. Salah then to take the corner here. Some defending for Man City to do. Liverpool look to just be targeting the back post. Suspect this might be a deeper ball in from Salah. Goes to the centre and a header and a goal. It's a great set piece and it's Virgil van Dijk with the header, and Liverpool not created that much. They don't need to. There's the ability of set pieces. All you need is a quality ball into the box. Quality header, and you have a goal, and Liverpool have an equaliser. Although, wait. It's been disallowed. It's been disallowed. What's it been disallowed for? Has it swung at what spot's happened here? Offside. They're claiming that Donnarumma's vision was blocked and he's offside. It's Andy Robertson. Liverpool are going to be gutted about that because it was a good set piece and a good header. And it's Robertson in the way. Donnarumma's on it. He's asking, like, he's right in my path. He's offside. And do you know what? That's poor from Andy Robertson. He's a good yard offside. A good yard offside. That's a let-off for Manchester City. A real let-off. That was a good corner from Salah. And it was a good header from Van Dijk. Who was it marking Van Dijk? Matheus Nunes. You want to be marking Virgil van Dijk? I want the best of Man City's defenders marking Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool, so close there. It is 100% offside. He ducks to get out of the way of the ball. He's perfectly in the way. Donnarumma's just going to argue that I can't see the line of the ball. I don't know where it's coming because he's in front of me. As Doku here into a good position, squares it across and can't find Phil Foden, and Liverpool get that one clear. So we're closing in then on the 40th minute. Don't forget, guys, leave a thumbs up. Just 2 likes away from 50 now. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new around here, and do go and check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details, they are in the description. So Liverpool will be fancying some set pieces. Man City's poor defending there. They'll be thinking set pieces is a good outlet into this game. It shows the importance, really, of Man City that have got to keep going. That, you know, Liverpool are going to get opportunities. I can't see Liverpool not scoring in this game. It means we've got to score more goals. That's a cynical foul from Bernardo Silva. And again, it's Florian Wirtz causing the problems. And Bernardo Silva knows what he's doing. Just trips him up. Sliding in. It's late. It's a yellow card every day of the week. Again, Bernardo Silva just out-muscled there. Sorry, not Bernardo Silva. Was it Matheus Nunes just out-muscled there, causing the problem. Got to be wary of Florian Wirtz. I know he struggled a little bit to adapt to life in the Premier League at the early stages, but there's a reason why he's classed as a £100 million player. There was a reason why Man City pushed hard in the summer to try and bring him in. He's a quality player, and you can't be giving him time and space on the ball. As Liverpool, good chance here to get forward. Here's Salah. City sprinting back. Edge of the penalty area. Florian Wirtz with a shot and a good block from Matheus Nunes. Here's Mac Allister. Dinks a ball in. Should be headed clear by Josko Gvardiol, and is, and Man City will further get that one clear through Phil Foden. You wouldn't rule out some red cards, would you, Andy? You would not rule that out, and that's the terrible pass from the Liverpool goalkeeper. And that will be a throw-in for Manchester City after he must have sprinted, 35, 40 yards forward. It's not worked. Here's Doku. So, at the moment, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, most likely outlets. Jeremy Doku has looked very lively for Man City. That's on City's left-hand side, and it's been Liverpool's left-hand side, where I've been most impressed with Florian Wirtz. Here's Doku then to Foden. Back to Doku. Oh, he does well to find Nico G in space. Nico G's going to hit one, and Man City going to get themselves a corner. You see, there's the power of having some shots. Get a deflection. Deflection could go anywhere. Could easily fly into the back of the net. Has happened, does happen. You get a set piece. We need to improve on our set pieces. We've not scored from one all season. It's a good time to end that. Just before half-time. Anyway, guys, we've done well. Less than 48 likes now. Reached my goal of 50 likes. So we're aiming for 100. Any help towards that would be great. More than halfway. So don't forget, leave a thumbs up. Corner then for City. Haaland's in there. Diaz is in there. Josko Gvardiol's in there. Rayan Cherki's going to be taking this corner. Goes to the near post and hits Haaland's leg, and that's just... You see, I compare Liverpool's set piece, how good of a ball that was. Clearly some communication about where Salah wants to put that ball and where Van Dijk needs to be and how he's going to put that ball in the back of the net. And I compare that with that set piece that Man City just did. And they are different leagues apart. Man City's set pieces, they hire set piece coaches. They brought in Liverpool set piece coach James French. And yet we continue to not utilise set pieces. Not scored from one all season. Haaland had a great opportunity from the penalty spot. Missed. Our first penalty of the season. Missed. Mixed, thanks for tuning in. Tuning in just in time to see his halftime entertainment. I know what he's doing there. Erling Haaland, 9 goals and 1 assist in his last 5 Premier League home games. Here is Rayan Cherki. Matheus Nunes will just volley this one clear for City. Liverpool trying to get more players forward. At the moment, City just got everybody camped inside their own half. Konate sends a ball forward, not a very good ball forward, and that will be out of play for a throw-in. So City will probably just be thinking themselves, try and take the time and see this one out and get it to half-time ahead and reassess again for the second half. Here's Donnarumma. Works the ball to Josko Gvardiol on the left. Here's Nico O'Reilly now. Under pressure from Dominic Szoboszlai. Continues his press to Josko Gvardiol. Phil Foden gets his crossfield pass into Matheus Nunes on his own penalty area. Matheus Nunes does very well there with the ball. Matheus Nunes has settled himself in very well this season, hasn't he? As we're into the first of 7 minutes added on here in this first half. Here is Doku then, coming forward for Manchester City. Has to turn back. Wants to get it onto his right foot rather than his left. Here's Josko Gvardiol to Nico O'Reilly now. Back to Doku. Can City do something here? Here's Nico O'Reilly. Mixing half-time entertainment's going to be the mocktail porn star martini. Is today's half-time entertainment for you guys to enjoy. A little exclusive. Is Nico O'Reilly to Nico Gonzalez. Now Bernardo Silva. Just pushes forward into midfield. Finds Rayan Cherki. I'm a bit concerned that City have got a couple of yellow cards here in the first half. Keith, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Do hope you're well, my friend. Here's Matheus Nunes then to Rayan Cherki. He's under pressure. Still going. He can't get his ball across properly, and in the end just loops up and the keeper can collect that, and he's just going to send that one forward, and Josko Gvardiol will get that one under control. Here's Nico Gonzalez then to Doku. Does well to keep that one in, and linesman says he does keep it in. Here's Bernardo Silva now to Rayan Cherki. Looks to try and dink a ball across, and Virgil Van Dijk puts his head onto that, and that'll be another corner. Guess what? I'm going to bet that Man City do nothing from this corner. Phil Foden comes over to take. My hopes are not high. My hopes are not high. Foden whips one in. Headed clear. Surprise. Here's Doku then. Van Dijk gets it clear. And is that another corner? It's another corner, guess what? I don't think we're going to do anything from this corner either. Taken short. Cherki. Work it to the edge. There's space here for Foden on the edge. Nico G might want to hit one. He does. Deflection and in! I said it! 10 minutes ago, I said it! Have the shots, deflections, anything can happen with the surface so wet. And a huge deflection takes it beyond the keeper and into the back of the net. And it's great timing to find a second goal. In added time in the first half, changes them team talks. Yeah, 10 minutes ago, Nico Gonzalez had a shot. It looped and it went out for a corner. I said it could have gone anywhere. You see them go in. It does happen. 10 minutes later, here we are. Who's the big deflection from? It's Van Dijk. It's a low effort. It's a low effort. We know what happens. Where is the crystal ball? We need the crystal ball. We're having a look at the crystal ball. Deflection. And we're scoring. he gets himself. Do you know he's been playing like Rodri, hasn't he? Nico Gonzalez. He's even got the Rodri celebration, the knee slide in the wet weather. Liverpool look so frustrated because they've had to defend for a lot of this first half. They're frustrated that their goal got ruled out. They'd committed a penalty and saved a penalty, and it's just. I feel like Liverpool probably got a huge headache. They've probably got a huge headache from how this first half has gone. They feel like everything's gone against them. City have worked hard. They've got themselves that 2-goal cushion. The killer 2-goal cushion. It can be a very dangerous scoreline, though, 2-0. So we're in a great position now. Keep pushing. Keep going. Damn Van Maguire. He sticks a foot out and takes a deflection, and it's low, it's hard, and once you've sent the shot and it wrong foots the keeper, it wrong foots the keeper. There's not much else you can do about it. Seamus, welcome, thanks for tuning in. So yeah, don't forget guys, do leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes. We're nearly on 60 now, so 43 likes to go. Any help towards that would be great. Do subscribe. And do go check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details, they are in the description. Here's Doku, takes his man on into the penalty area. Where's his support? A great recovery challenge there from Conor Bradley, and that's going to be another corner. I mean, that goal came from a corner. I don't think it counts as a direct set-piece goal for Man City. But a short corner worked better than just putting a ball into the box, because our balls into the box just... from the corners, anyway, haven't been very good. That beautiful ball from Matheus Nunes before, though, was sensational. Sensational. Anyway, this game's not wrapped up, so I'm not thinking about Arsenal. I'm thinking about getting this job done today. Corner comes in, whipped in. Haaland gets his head onto it, looking at the near post, and it's nowhere near. I mean, what do they work on when they do the set pieces? I'd love to just be a fly on the wall at Man City's set piece training. I really would. Right, we've only got 1 minute left of the half. The referee, because we've had a goal in it, may want to add another minute on. We'll see. City's pressing's been very good. They do need to be wary about committing these fouls. Nico Gonzalez on a yellow card. Bernardo Silva on a yellow card. Last thing you got to do is go down to 10 men and give Liverpool anything. Can't afford to give them anything. Mordecai, thanks for tuning in. J-Love Bugger. It'd be the dream, wouldn't it? Nico G and Rodri in the same midfield together. Just oozes absolute quality. And, Nico Gonzalez has had to be patient to wait for his opportunities. He's obviously learned from the coaches. He's listened to Pep. He's got his opportunities. And, it's like Rodri. Rodri's first season at Man City. I didn't think Rodri were very good. Everyone was asking why we spent so much money on him. And then second season just came good. Kind of had the same thing with Josko Gvardiol. It just takes a bit of time to embed yourselves in. There's a reason why Man City have invested so much and they want these players to come in. And it's been a very good first half, that, from Man City. So the referee does bring an end to the half. Liverpool obviously unhappy about the Van Dijk goal being ruled out. Robertson's in the way. He has to duck out of the way. If you have to duck out of the way, you're in the way. So if you're in an offside position, then it's as crystal clear as that. I think Liverpool will feel unhappy about the penalty, but there was contact, the player goes down, a penalty's given. We missed a penalty, so for me, Liverpool just haven't really had the answers. Man City have had the answers in the first 45 minutes, and keep it up. More of the same for the second half. Right, guys, we are only 40 likes away from 100, so any help towards that through half-time would be much appreciated. Do subscribe as well if you're new around here. Social media links are in the description if you want to go and follow me on my X, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description so if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Do get your halftime thoughts in the chat as well. And also do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. So a big thank you to SofaScore for being today's video sponsor. I would appreciate anybody checking them out. So just having a look at these statistics on SofaScore. It's been a very dominant performance from City. 57% possession, expected goal rate at 1.2. Creating themselves one big opportunity. They've had 6 corners compared with the 1 for Liverpool. 6 total shots. Managed to have 4 of them 6 shots on target. We've come away with a couple of goals. It's been all round everything that we've asked from City. And I think one thing we just need to be wary of is the set pieces. Because at the moment, City have made it very difficult for Liverpool to create. I'd be very surprised if Liverpool didn't shake and change things up in the second half. So Liverpool are going to come at City. They've got to chuck the kitchen sink at us. They're 2-0 down. So Man City just need to persevere, try and hold for as long as possible, and see if they can basically look to try and get a third goal that will completely kill this game off. I fancy, because this is why I said 2-0 is such a dangerous scoreline, because next goal is so crucial. Man City score the next goal. I'd say that's Liverpool done and dusted, and that's going to be the 3 points for Man City. Game over. Liverpool score. They're half the deficit. They're full of confidence. There's only 1 goal in it, and they're going to come all guns blazing at City, and the momentum of the game really changes. So 2-0 for me is one of the most dangerous scorelines out there. We have to navigate that. For Liverpool, they've not really got anything to lose to try and chuck more attackers, more midfielders and more control into the game to see if they can do anything. At the moment, I think Liverpool's biggest problem they're having is when they're trying to defend, they're so wary of Man City's pace on the counter-attack that they're struggling to get their wing-backs, in particular Conor Bradley, further forward to provide support in midfield and out wide as well, because Jeremy Doku's keeping him pinned in because he can't leave him, because Liverpool give the ball away and Conor Bradley step forward 10 yards, Doku's off and Conor Bradley's not getting back out, and I don't think Konate's good enough to wrap things up there on that right hand side. So I feel like that's just disrupting Liverpool a lot in terms of their play on the right hand side, and Man City have kept things very tight on our right hand side to try and disrupt what happens on Liverpool's left hand side. And I said the most likely outlets for Liverpool, for me, in terms of open play, has come from Florian Wirtz, and we've already got 2 players on yellow cards through trying to deal with Florian Wirtz, Bernardo Silva and Nico Gonzalez. So we need to be wary about them yellow cards, because I feel like a good route into this game for Liverpool in the second half will be targeting them players on yellow cards to try and get them sent off, and Man City down to 10 men or even 9 men with 2 players on yellow cards. So we need to be safe and sensible. We've given ourselves a bit of leeway with the 2-0. What we need to do is try and ensure that we've still got that strict control in midfield, and we've still got the reduction of space for Liverpool's attackers, and our defence doing a good job at the moment. Dias, Gvardiol, Nico O'Reilly, Matheus Nunes, all doing and holding a job. So we need to continue and keep Liverpool under pressure, because they're going to chuck that kitchen sink. They are going to chuck more bodies forward. There will be more space for City if we can hold defensively. You've just got to be patient and wait for them opportunities. First 15 minutes of this second half, very important, because Liverpool need a goal in that time. They're going to come at City, and if we can find a way to pick Liverpool off, then it could be pretty much a replica of what happened in our game against Borussia Dortmund midweek. So at the moment, things looking very positive for Man City, but it's only half the job done, and we've still got a big second half, and Liverpool now got nothing to lose, and it can make this a very dangerous game. All I'm thinking to myself is, if only Haaland had scored that penalty, would have been 3-0 up now, and this would have been job done for Manchester City. So I'm just having a look at the bench, because them yellow cards caused me some concern. So you've got options like John Stones, who could go into midfield. Tijjani Reijnders would obviously be one of the obvious spots. Rico Lewis, I think, would be a good option. You've seen him play plenty of times in midfield, fresh legs, and I always feel like Rico Lewis, a bit of a nuisance in midfield, and in particular, a midfield like Liverpool, who's so narrow and restrictive of space. I feel like Rico Lewis would actually probably suit such a midfield, but we'll see. As I said, keep an eye on them yellow cards. Bernardo Silva, Nico Nico Gonzalez, because I suspect Liverpool may look to try and target that into the second half. And at the moment, they've not really found any ways to get Ekiteke involved in this game. They've not found a way to get Szoboszlai involved in this game. And at the moment, I said it was a big midfield battle. Liverpool are losing that midfield battle. Liverpool haven't really created anything in that first half. The only thing they've managed to muster up and create was that set piece. And one corner would have been one goal for Liverpool. And that is definitely something that I think Man City do need to think about in the second half. We need to be much better on defending our set pieces and also better on attacking our set pieces, because we do get a lot of set pieces and, yeah, we don't make things happen. Justin, thanks for tuning in. Liverpool look ropey. They do. They look like they're on the ropes. And when a person's on the ropes, they come out swinging. So we need to avoid them haymakers and just find a way of winning this fight. One more blow, I think, could be enough. And we all have PTSD from a 3-0 scoreline just because of that Feyenoord game last season. 15 minutes at the end is enough to blow a 3-0 lead, so it can be dangerous when it comes to Manchester City. We need to stick with it. I think what Andrew said there, outstanding 45 minutes, that's the level that we need to be looking towards. Got to keep that up for the second half as well. We can't afford to let them back in, so we need to keep going. It says, can Haaland get his 100th? Is he on 99 now? That'd be great as well. It seems to be a day of landmarks. So, yeah. J Lovebug says, should Pep sub out Foden and Cherki, who they feel has been a little underwhelming? I mean, if you were to take them out, who would you put in? My fear would be the yellow cards, but I think Nico Gonzalez and Bernardo Silva have looked that good and that strong that I wouldn't want to take them out. Obviously, Tijjani Reijnders would be the obvious call, but I don't know if Liverpool start putting balls into the box and stuff, it may just become more of a physical battle, and it's not something we've seen in a while. But I have someone like John Stones sitting in the centre of the pitch, winning the second balls, winning the headers, could be a good way to go about it. But it all depends what Liverpool are going to do. To me, Liverpool now are at a point of no return, and if Man City can just find a way very early in the second half of picking them off, I think 3-0, I think Liverpool would probably start to look to shut up shop and say, we're not getting anything from this game. We don't want to lose this game, but 5-6-0, because Arne Slot is still under pressure. They might have won back-to-back games, but they've not won away from home since September. They're, slipping down the table still. They're still miles away from where Arsenal are, and a Man City win today would further suggest that Liverpool are well off the pace and nowhere near as good as what they were looking at last season, which is, with the money that's been invested, more regression. So, yeah, there's nothing to be gained here for Liverpool to get slapped by Manchester City. So, for me, next goal, absolutely crucial. Absolutely crucial. Maximus feeling confident, says an easy win for us. Mine's very impressed with Nico Gonzalez. we haven't really seen Marmoush feature all that much, which I think is a great shame. Anyway, guys, we're just 34 likes now away from 100. Any help towards that would be great. Also, don't forget as well to subscribe if you're new around here. It is free to subscribe. Social media links are in the description if you want to go and follow me on my X, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to get your halftime thoughts in the comments below. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. And a big thank you to SofaScore for sponsoring today's video. Do go and check them out. Links and details, they are in the description. So I've got some halftime entertainment for you guys to enjoy. You know the rules. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack. I'll see you ready for the second half. Today's halftime entertainment brought to you by my partner channel Mixid. Links and details, they're in the description. Go and check him out. Go and show him some love. Go and like and subscribe. This is how to make the Porn Star Martini non-alcoholic mocktail version. Enjoy.
What's going on, guys? Mixid here and welcome to my cocktail vlog channel. I am continuing on with the mocktails. So this is one of the favourites. This is one of the most popular cocktails on demand, the Porn Star Martini. And that got me thinking, can we enjoy this cocktail without the booze in it and make this a mocktail? So I will show you the Pornstar Martini and mocktail version. So let's get straight into this. So get your shaker and put on some ice. To substitute the vanilla vodka, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use lemonade for mine. And then I'm going to put in a bit more vanilla syrup to make up for the vanilla notes, to give it that familiar taste. So 30ml or 1 ounce of lemonade. So to make up for the Passoa, I'm using Rubicon, which is a passion fruit soft drink. So 20ml, just under 3/4 of an ounce. Next, a familiar ingredient this time, 20ml, just under 3/4 of an ounce of passion fruit puree or passion fruit syrup. Next up, vanilla syrup. So I'm going to use a bit more than I normally would in that original Pornstar Martini recipe. So instead of 10ml, I'm going to use 20ml to get those sweet vanilla to get that sweet vanilla taste. So 20ml, just under 3/4 of an ounce. And the last ingredient into the tin, guys, is 50ml or half an ounce of fresh lemon juice. So instead of using egg whites, I'm going to use my miraculous Better Bitters. I just love Better Bitters, especially this miraculous foamer, as it is the best. So we'll put in 2 pipettes as I want it nice and foamy. So put your lid on now, give it a good shake, 8 to 10 seconds to get nice and chilled, and then we might do the dry shake afterwards, the reverse dry shake. So I'll show you with just one shake what it looks like in a coupe glass. So get your coupe glass and strain into it. So get your coupe glass and strain. So as you can see, it's not got much of a head on it. So what we're going to do, we're going to put it back in the tin and do the dry shake. So that will give it more of a head, as I will show you now. So I'll just show you now. I've removed the ice. I'm going to do a dry shake now. So get your coupe glass and strain into it. There we go. So as you can see, we've got a much better foam now we've done the dry shake with it as well. What we're going to do now, guys, is garnish it with a passion fruit. And there we go, one Pornstar Martini mocktail version. I can't wait to try it. So as you can tell there, it's a lot different from the normal Pornstar Martini, that famous orange colour that I normally go for. There's a lot darker this one. So there we have it, one passion fruit martini mocktail. How does it differ? How does this taste? I can't wait to try this. It's still very sweet, that. But you can tell it's different. It's still very drinkable. That is very, very nice. But it's still recommended. It's a mocktail. That is absolutely delicious.
Sorry, Mixed, cutting you short. We've got a kick-off for the second half. So we'll see what does happen. But yeah, thank you very much to Mixed for providing today's halftime entertainment. Do go and check him out. Links and details, they are in the description. Right. Important that City try and settle themselves in this second half, because Liverpool are going to come forward like they are now. Here's Salah up against O'Reilly. Work to the edge of the penalty area. Ball's ping-ponging around a little. To Salah has a shot. Good block there from O'Reilly, and Cherki can find Haaland, but it's a good challenge from Virgil van Dijk. As we're now 31 likes, guys, away from 100. So let's keep the likes coming and see if we can make it another 100 like live stream. City currently 2-0 up here at the Etihad against Liverpool. Florian Wirtz just leaves the ball behind him, and it allows Man City to make the interception, and it allows Man City to also get the free kick as the rain continues to come down in Manchester, making it's very tricky conditions to play football in. It's so wet. Here's Doku to O'Reilly, back to Doku. Doku just got to slide in there, and that would have been 3, and that would have been it. So good ball from Nico O'Reilly. It was good play from Man City. All Doku needs to do, the surface is wet, slide. You'll fly. You will literally fly. That's why Nico Gonzalez did his knee slide. You'll slide on that pitch as the ball comes in, and Matheus Nunes reads that very well and just gets that one clear. Here's Mac Allister then. Another pushing forward here from Liverpool. Here's Florian Wirtz to Conor Bradley. Here's Salah. Back to Bradley. City managed to get everybody back. This game just becomes about control. It's a question of, what can Liverpool do just to get more control, get more possession, create more opportunities. They're the questions. Szoboszlai, well defended by Ruben Dias. Problem is, it's a corner, and this is where Liverpool looked most dangerous in that first half. They didn't really create too much, but when they did create, it came from that corner. And thankfully, Robertson was offside, so it got disallowed from that great header from Virgil van Dijk. So another chance here for Liverpool to put a quality ball into the Manchester City penalty area and see if they can keep everybody onside and maybe score from this one. So defending here for City to do. Corner comes in, it's deep. City want a free kick. I think the referee's given a free kick and Van Dijk's not happy. Yeah, I think it was a push that came in from Konate on Ruben Dias. And it's penalised, so City deal with that set piece. Ruben Dias plays his pass. Is Josko Gvardiol gets his foot on that. That should be a free kick for City on Erling Haaland, and is. Seamus says Donnarumma needs to improve on corners. He was never magnificent on corners, even at PSG either. And there's definite room for improvement for Donnarumma. He's not the perfect goalkeeper. He's just an all-round good, solid goalkeeper. Very good with his shot stopping. Very good with his reading of play all-round. There is, I think, a bit of a weakness on the corners. Teams will suss that out, and they will be looking to play balls direct into them 6-yard areas and, putting the ball as close as you can onto the penalty spot and someone gets the head onto it. And it is something that can be improved upon. I mean, Ederson was never perfect on corners either, to be honest. I'm hoping it's just, Premier League's a physical league and you will get teams who utilise their set pieces, and it's just hoping that, it's just something that he can improve upon, and, he gives himself a bit of time at City. He's here for 2 or 3 seasons. I'm sure in 2 or 3 seasons' time he'll have improved a lot on them set pieces. He does have all the attributes there, not just from his goalkeeping ability, but also from the physical side, as Donnarumma's flying out of his goal to make a challenge there, and it might be best here for Josko Gvardiol to maybe... You see, That's one of them cases. City get away with that there. Salah were looking to round the goalkeeper. Donnarumma came flying out of his goal. And thankfully, he wasn't rounded properly by Salah and they had a tap in to score. It was a heavier touch from Salah. Donnarumma's very quick and I think a combination of him and Ruben Dias coming in each other's way just helped put Mo Salah off and help him to take the heavier touch. But I felt like Josko Gvardiol should have just put that one in the stands. Let City get everyone back because he gets dispossessed there and, you know, we're backpedaling and we're in a lot of bother. And that's why we've ended up committing a foul because we never sorted out our position in there. And Szoboszlai puts the ball in. Header won by City and here's Doku now coming forward. He is a big guy and he could command his area very well. He needs to learn the ability to catch rather than punch, in my opinion. Doku's just been incredible. Bursting City forward. Here's Rayan Cherki. What can he do with it? Shots blocked. Nico G fancied another touch and City have got themselves a free kick here in a great position. Conor Bradley just struggling a little bit, I think, in this game. I think he's going into the book here as well. Yeah, I think he's struggling a little bit. Nico Gonzalez, he's in a lot of pain. He stayed down. It was a great bursting run that from Doku. Absolutely brilliant from Jeremy Doku. John, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. And he says he was great at putting the gloves on when it comes to a goalkeeper. To be honest, goalkeepers, you know, you have frailties, you have weaknesses, you have weak spots. It's going to be exposed. There's nowhere to hide when you're a goalkeeper. Nowhere to hide. So, Savinho going to be the first change from City. I wonder if this might be for Bernardo Silva or for Rayan Cherki. I've got a feeling it'll be one or the other. Get some instructions from James French on the touchline. It's going to be Rayan Cherki that's going to come off. Kind of struggled in the first 52 minutes or so to apply himself. I think Man City have just got a sense that pace is causing Liverpool problems, so they wanted a bit of more pace potentially out wide, so Savinho's going to come on and going to try and help Manchester City to have that. I suspect it'll mean that Foden and Bernardo stay more in midfield. Just unfortunately for Rayan Cherki, not really being his game. Surprised that we've made the sub so early in the second half. I'd have thought we'd normally wait till like the hour, 65 minutes before we'd have made changes. But hey, here we are. Foden then with the free kick here. It's in a brilliant area, this. Straight into the wall, though. It was about 25 yards out. Slightly right of centre. Not the best of free kicks, that from Manchester City. Good pass there from Josko Gvardiol to find Doku, who's kept himself onside. The overlap comes in from Nico O'Reilly, which allows Doku just to have a little bit of space to just skip past Mo Salah. They've struggled so much with Jeremy Doku today. Liverpool really struggled. Doku's really shown his class. Chipped ball forward here for Savinho. Edge of the penalty area, 6-yard area. He tries to play a cutback. Van Dijk defends that near post very well. Gets his foot onto it and it'll be a corner for City. Again, just more chances to put Liverpool under some more pressure. The rain, I can't believe how heavy that rain is. Players are getting absolutely drenched. The fans must be getting absolutely soaked. I can hear it outside. Corner comes in. And it's fallen to Josko Gvardiol and you weren't expecting to have a touch there and Liverpool whack that clear. Oh, man. Right, here is Bernardo Silva then. To Doku. Everything's just running through Jezza Doku. Oh, it's incredible from Doku. He's having the game of his life. He has a shot and it's a good save from the keeper. He needs a goal, doesn't he, Doku? He's having a game and a half here. Absolute game and a half. It's been an absolute nuisance. Liverpool's defenders have not got an answer. There is no answer for him. So coming together, and it's going to be a free kick, a cheap free kick given away there. Josko Gvardiol not happy, can't believe a free kick's being given there. There's a coming together, and there's a heavier pass there. It's frustrating because it was going to amount to nothing, but here we are. A chance for Florian Wirtz to maybe put something into the box to try and see if we can half the deficit there. Yeah, just sliding in there. Josko Gvardiol. Wirtz, make sure he tries to get out of the way of it. Gets the coming together. Down he goes. Free kick. So Liverpool are going to roll the dice. No surprise to see Cody Gakpo coming on. Andy Robertson is going to come off for Kerkez in the first change, though. Gakpo is going to be the next one. Gives a bit more physicality to Liverpool's attack. Interesting to see who comes off here. Let's see, this is interesting. Real interesting. They're going to take off striker Ekiteke. Been very ineffective in this game, so he goes off. You're going to see Gakpo come on. Surprised Isak's not come on, but Isak's just come back from injury, so I wonder if maybe he's not fully fit, and he might get maybe 15 minutes or so at the end, rather than 34 minutes plus whatever's to be added on. Anyway, Szoboszlai is going to put a ball into the City box, very high line, headed clear there by was that Matheus Nunes? Good bit of defending that from Matheus Nunes. He's been told to go on the left for now, whilst Nico O'Reilly goes on the right. It's not a good pass from Liverpool, and Nico O'Reilly and Matheus Nunes are just going to swap sides. Very interesting that Kerkez given the nod. He's the one that just did the heavy pass there that's allowed City to get back into their shape. There's a poor ball given away there by Nico O'Reilly to Szoboszlai. Works the ball to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz centralising himself. Gakpo's gone to the left. Conor Bradley's going to go across, and that could have gone absolutely anywhere. And Nico Gonzalez knows that. He looks a very relieved man, and it goes, thankfully, over the top of the crossbar and not into the back of the Man City net. It's his knee. Could have gone anywhere. Not into the back of the net. We do have a set piece, though, to defend. Got to be wary on these set pieces, Manchester City. Florian Wirtz has gone over to take. Van Dijk once more in the box. No surprise. Three lining up for it on the edge of the penalty area for Liverpool as well. Ball gets swung in, doesn't beat Phil Foden at the near post, and Savinho can get his foot on that and get that one clear, and City are going to push the defensive line further out. Not the best of corners, that from Liverpool and from Florian Wirtz. So guys, don't forget, leave a thumbs up. We are now just 27 likes away from 100 likes, so any help towards that would be great. Do subscribe and do go check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. Links and details there in the description. Here is Conor Bradley now into the penalty area, squared across, back post. Oh, he's missed. How's Cody Gakpo missed? Tito, everything does seem to be going our way today. That's why Liverpool, I said, would have had a bit of a headache, a bit frustrated at half time. Felt like nothing's really gone their way. Not had a break. And Cody Gakpo there, waiting at the back post for the tap in. I don't know. He blazes that over the bar. A real good work from Mo Salah and Conor Bradley combining and getting that ball across. I mean, Liverpool are once more just going to keep pushing forward here, so it's important here for City that they can defensively just find their shape and make it more difficult anyway, for Liverpool to create these opportunities, because that, for me, a bit too easy. Seamus says, yeah, Liverpool getting the chances now. Andy, I have no idea how he's missed that. I'm not sure if he shinned it or something. He's got underneath it, though. Anyway, here's Gakpo once more coming forward. Kerkez offside. As a good block came in from Matheus Nunes. Would have been a corner, but offside flag is up. So a free kick for Man City as we hit nearly the hour mark at the Etihad. City lead by 2-0. Oh, Julia, yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one feeling the nerves. The longer you sit on the 2-0, it becomes more and more dangerous, because Liverpool, they know they're just one goal away from being right back in this game. Dangerous scoreline, 2-0. 3-0, with the time we've got left, more than likely would kill the game off. I don't think these conditions really help either team, to be honest. Donnarumma sends this ball forward then, as far away from the City goal as possible, looking for big Erling Haaland. Savinho can't keep that one in, and that should be a throw-in for Liverpool, and is. And just again, I'm just getting a bit concerned about the second ball, the balls that are being played forward. And if I'm Man City, I think I'm just looking for a bit more physical presence in that midfield, a little bit more support for Nico Gonzalez. And if I'm looking at it, I'm just looking at some fresh legs in midfield. Midfield is what's going to decide this game for me in terms of the tempo and control. And at the moment, Liverpool just, for the first time really in this game, getting a foothold in that midfield control as they're looking to try and be direct. They were looking for the crossfield pass for Gakpo. They were just too much on that from Gravenberch. And I think if I'm Man City here, I'd be looking towards the bench and I would be looking for them, fresh ideas and fresh bit of energy into midfield. I know it really splits opinion, but I do feel like this game would be really suited for someone like Rico Lewis to come on 30 minutes, make a real nuisance of himself. Plenty of energy, point to prove. A few times I've seen him. That's going to go out for a corner. Donnarumma's not going to keep that one in. I think the offside flag's gone up, thankfully. I'm not too sure why we made that substitution. It was so early to bring Savinho on. And I don't think Savinho's not done anything wrong. He's not done anything wrong. Matheus Nunes, it's heavy. Here's Liverpool. Cross comes in. Blocked well. Bernardo Silva now. There's tight pockets of space. City have been so good, guys, in them tight pockets of space. And they do well to find a bit of space here for Nico O'Reilly. Here's Doku then. Ever-electric Jeremy Doku. The ever-electric Jeremy Doku. He's had the game of his career so far at Manchester City for me. He has scored a sensational goal there. He has been absolutely outstanding for Manchester City today. For me, he has single-handedly won this game for City. He has been nothing short of sublime. Absolutely incredible performance. An incredible goal. And look what it means to Jeremy Doku. Showing his class, oozing his class. For me, I tell you guys, I've got the feeling here, from what I've seen of Doku today, I think this is the performance for him that he uses as the pedestal to push him to that next level now. We've been looking at it, asking them questions, saying, end product, where's the end product? There's the end product. Absolutely sensational finish from Doku. And City, Liverpool were getting momentum before that. We needed that next goal. Takes the game away from Liverpool. Look at the Liverpool players' reactions to the goals. Their heads drop. If I'm Man City now, I'm looking for a statement win. I am looking for that statement win. Absolutely incredible. Julia, I will look to get that one sorted. A Doku emoji. Absolutely fantastic. That from Jeremy Doku. It's a hit and a half. Wow. Nico G's just gone unrecognised. For the last few weeks, he's been incredible, Nico Gonzalez. And just all right. I don't know. Do you guys get the same thing? I get a real good feeling from this Man City team. Like they've got a point to prove, and they've got, they just want to go out there and do that. They're not feeling sorry for themselves. They're not sulking. They're getting on with things. Extra spring in the step. The 3-0 up. How easy would it be now for Man City players to start thinking about the international break? Start saying there's 30 minutes, we're 3-0 up. The job's done. Look how motivated the players are. The defence, they want to keep the clean sheet. The midfield want to create opportunities still. They want to score goals. Bernardo Silva's pointing where he wants the players to be. This is a Man City team, a mature Man City team, that have done so well to bring the average age of their squad down, and it's the young players, your Dokus, your Nico Gonzalez's, your Nico O'Reillys that are showing that they're light years away from their actual age of showing just how good of a player that they are. And for me, what we've seen this season, and I've seen it again in this game, you're looking at Man City having a bit, from last season for me anyway, they had a bit of an identity crisis. Didn't know how to find themselves. That transition, that great Man City team, 4 in a row, treble winners. That spine of the team disappears. You have the transition, and you start to look towards now the next generation, the players you want to build your team around. And there's players on that pitch who I would be building the team around. Your Fodens, your Haalands, your Dokus, your Nico Gonzalez's, your Nico O'Reillys, the players that are going to be here, if they want to be here, for the next 10 years. That becomes your new core spine. They've just needed time to embed themselves, to settle themselves in, get that maturity. They're showing the class. And this has been a brilliant, brilliant performance. For me, as good of a performance as what we had when we played United back a couple months back at the Etihad. Learning their lessons from last season. This is a game that we really struggled in last season. We lost. We lost back in February when we played Liverpool. We got outplayed that day. We were miles off it. And it just shows the importance of the midfield battles, the individual battles. City have been all over this. And it's, in the end, been a game that's come down to individual qualities. And it's been your Nico O'Reillys, your Nico Gonzalez's, and most importantly, Jeremy Doku, where that's been the game that, for me, the areas that have just decided this game and the players that have decided this game. Liverpool haven't had the answer. They don't have the answer. And if I'm Manchester City being still very careful, obviously got a tremendous amount of respect for the Premier League champions Liverpool. They know the quality that they've got. Man City switch off and Liverpool are more than capable of banging in a couple of goals in a couple of minutes and, you know, changing the feel of this game. So for Manchester City, it's just keeping things airtight. Longer this game goes on where Liverpool don't score, the hope that Liverpool will lose. As Linesman says, up you get Conor Bradley. We do, and I agree, just got to keep it going, the momentum going. I mean, the big problem I've had with City this season has just come, for me, the weakness comes on the road. And we've got a great opportunity after the international break to showcase that we've got what it takes to win the Premier League and win the difficult away games. Newcastle away. You know, we had a huge test against Villa and we didn't turn up and we lost. Struggled against Brighton as well away from home at the back end of August. So I feel like we have a point to prove. Martin, thank you so much for tuning in. I presume it's Martin tuning in from the Mancunian way. Keep up the great work, by the way. Presume you're at the game. Etihad Rocket, it's been a tremendous atmosphere. It's been a tremendous performance. You know, Jeremy Doku has been absolutely sublime today for Manchester City. It's just been a brilliant way to mark 1,000 games in management for Pep Guardiola to show that, you know, we're a team that are capable of competing. You know, Arsenal will be watching this. We're going 4 points behind if we can see this out, which Liverpool are going to find it very difficult now to get back in this game. A big shove on the back from Szoboszlai on Jeremy Doku. He complains. Liverpool again just continue to look frustrated. But yeah, I look at it. I think to myself, all you need to do is get Arsenal under pressure and you'll get them to crack because they've not got the experience. I feel like Arsenal's best way of getting I genuinely feel like Arsenal's best way of winning a Premier League really is to cruise a Premier League, like Liverpool did. No real competition, just keep notching up the wins and the coast to a Premier League title. So it's important that we don't let that happen and you get Arsenal under pressure because I'm confident you can get them to March, April time. We've got them to come in April. Julie says April 18th there. Yeah, Arsenal visit the Etihad. That's the game you're looking at. You've got to keep Arsenal within touching distance because I'm confident you can get Arsenal to crack. Chicago are taking on the Bears. A bit of snow. Raining and snow. A bit of sleet going on in Chicago. Super stuff. The weather just starting to turn then in Chicago at Soldier Field. It has been a perfect game week for City. It's just a shame that Sunderland couldn't win. Sunderland gave Arsenal a good game and Sunderland showcased to the Premier League yesterday. You know, you got Arsenal coming to town. You want to deal with them. You got to be physical. That's how you do that. That's how you deal with them. Right, guys, we're just 25 likes away from 100. We're 3-0 up against Liverpool at home against the Premier League champions. What isn't to like about it? So please do leave a thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. Let's get to 100 likes. Don't forget to subscribe. And also don't forget as well to go and check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details, they are in the description. No problem, Martin. I'm sure it's Martin I'm speaking to. Yeah, any of you guys haven't checked out the Mancunian Way, does cracking City content on YouTube. The best as far as I'm concerned, so do go and check him out. Thank you very much as well. Oh no, it's Szoboszlai. Ball across, deal with it, Matheus. He does out for a corner. It is Martin at the game. Having a good time at the Etihad. Hope you're not getting wet. Whereabouts are you based, Martin, in the stadium? What block? A corner here for Liverpool, just a bit more work. This isn't a great time for City to concede, so just got to deal with what Liverpool throw at us. Corner comes in. Header won by Ruben Dias. Falls to Szoboszlai. Thank you very much, Martin. So, North Stand 36. 0-36. So, first level of North Stand. Oh, fantastic then. Enjoy the rest of the game. And then, of course, enjoy the game and your day, Martin. Thanks very much for tuning in. Oh, I've had a cracking game. In the NFL today then, Indianapolis managed to beat the Atlanta Falcons. And Jeremy Doku's going to be coming off for Omar Marmoush. It's going to be a definite man of the match performance from Doku. Incredible from Jeremy Doku. A perfect 73 minutes from Doku. Deserves all the plaudits and all the appreciation that's coming his way. Been insanely good for City today. Mordecai, thanks for tuning in. As we're now 22 likes, guys, away from 100. So don't forget to leave a thumbs up. That would be great. Oh, I think Sir Martin 0-36. I like South Stand, me. A lot of people like South Stand level 1. I don't mind South Stand level 1. I think South Stand level 3, every time I get to the Etihad, I normally find myself in South Stand level 3. I'm looking forward to trying the North Stand. Here's Szoboszlai driving forward. That's Matheus Nunes stepping forward. I'm looking forward to trying the new expanded North Stand. The big second tier. Set to open 2026 sometime. Here's Omar Marmoush. Has a shot, good block from, I think it was Conor Bradley with the block. Julius, we're level with Arsenal's goal difference. Well, it's important that we don't concede then. That could be very important. And again, just you're always looking for any little bits of psychological advantages that you can get. And at the moment, we're going 4 behind Arsenal. I'm just thinking to myself that if we could just grab another goal, keep a clean sheet today, you overtake Arsenal's goal difference. We become the team in the Premier League with the best goal difference. We become the team that's 4 points behind Arsenal, and it just becomes, again, just a different matter if you start to think about things. And Arsenal will be looking at City's fixtures going, it's a good win for City, convincing win. Who've they got next? Newcastle away. That's a difficult game. They drop points and we pick up a win, and all of a sudden we're back to cruise control again. Salah sends a corner in. Should be dealt with at the back post by Josko Gvardiol. Kept in by Florian Wirtz. Where did Jones... Is that Jones? Number 17 for Liverpool? When did he come on? Yeah, Arsenal will just be looking at that and just like thinking, Newcastle away, Man City are going to drop points there. So it's so important that, you know, difficult after an international break, coming again at the wrong time, that we just got to try and focus and see if we can make something happen. As Liverpool are in it again, and a good bit of defending there from Josko Gvardiol to get a sliding half interception as the shot comes in from Szoboszlai. It's a good save from Donnarumma. So here's the kitchen sink from Liverpool. We've got to just navigate this. Arsenal got Spurs straight after the international break at home. So that'll be a definite 3 points for Arsenal. Difficult for Arsenal, actually, just looking at some of their fixtures they've got coming up. Next 6 games in all comps. Spurs at home, Bayern at home, Chelsea away, Brentford at home, Villa away, Club Brugge away. So big few months coming up. As the ball falls again here for Salah, and Donnarumma does well to make the save. He looked offside. And eventually the flag goes up. Donnarumma there showing, Seamus on there saying just, he knows. The big man with the big saves at the right time. Was just about offside. Donnarumma was alert to the danger though. Right, we're just 22 likes, guys, away from 100. Let's have a big push then to 100 likes. Would be absolutely brilliant, because I feel like this has been a brilliant live stream and we're on the verge here of a brilliant result for City. And I feel like if ever we're going to have a game that deserves for the stream to have 100 likes, this is it, because this for me has been one of, if not City's best performance this season. Here's Liverpool trying to, again, just chuck that kitchen sink at City. Something just to get them back into the game. More good defending from Matheus Nunes. More good defending. We'll cross them bridges more to come when we get to them. Bayern and PSG. It's difficult to judge on teams on how good they are, because you look at the standards of leagues and you don't know what you're dealing with. You know, Borussia Dortmund came to the Etihad and City made, for me, short work of them, and yet they've had a real good season in the Bundesliga. So, yeah. Corner comes in, headed clear again by City. City have got better at defending these set pieces in the second half. Not perfect, but better. Andy Man, not a big fan of hockey. On about normal hockey or ice hockey. Don't know why I'm doing like a hockey. I was doing a hockey motion. They're like, normal hockey or ice hockey. I watched a live game of ice hockey once when I was in Belfast, watching the Belfast Giants. Fascinating game. So I don't know about ice hockey. It's a fascinating game. Not real into it, to be honest. It's a fun game to watch live, though. Like, just so much going on. Just whoop, 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 whoop. You know, you think watching any sport's fast-paced. Have a watch of ice hockey. It's unbelievably quick. Unbelievably quick. And I spent... It felt like I weren't there that long, and the game's like a couple hours long. Went right by, and I was just like, spent the whole time just like, fascinating game. Anyway, Liverpool are in here again. Salah, oh, it's wide. You just get a feeling it's not going to be Liverpool's day today. Never mind. We'll take that. We'll take that. Perfectly onside there. It was a cracking header. Was that Szoboszlai? Who was that with the header? Was it Jones? Might have been Szoboszlai, I'm not sure. You'd expect Salah to find the back of the net. And in form, Mo Salah finds the back of the net. He doesn't find the back of the net. 3-0. City's clean sheet remains intact. I feel like Doku coming off's taken some momentum away from City. Don't want to concede. These are the things. Don't want to concede. Here's Liverpool continuing to come forward. Kerkez going to go early with the ball, and that's going to be cut off. And did that go out? Donnarumma judged to have kept it in. He's done well there, Donnarumma, to keep it in. As we're now 21 likes away from 100, guys. 21 to go. Can we make this 100 liked live stream? Donnarumma did very well to keep that in. And he did keep it in. We're into the final 10 minutes. So yeah, don't forget, leave a thumbs up. 21 likes to go. I want this to be a 100 like live stream. It deserves to be a 100 like live stream for me. Yeah, do subscribe and do go check out today's video sponsor, SofaScore. Links and details there in the description. So, we're now 20 likes away. We are 4/5 of our way there, 80% of the way. Let's see if we can have a big push in the last 10 minutes of this game. See if we can get to 100 likes. That would be brilliant. As we're now 19. We're into the teens away. 19 likes away. Here is Savinho for Manchester City to Nico Gonzalez. And I'll tell you what, if Doku hadn't been so damn impressive, I think Nico G would be right up there as my man of the match for today's game. It's definitely going to be going to Jeremy Doku. It has to go to Jeremy Doku. It can't go to anybody else. I do feel like Man City's subs have kind of taken some momentum away from us. As Joe Gomez is going to be coming on for Liverpool. 3-0 down. 81st minute. Retro, thanks for tuning in. Has been a good game. It's been a good performance from City. A real good performance. Here's Matheus Nunes then. To Savinho. It's a good pass into the channel for Bernardo Silva. Here's Savinho back to Bernardo. Here's Foden. Oh, that's a great ball. Put your foot through it, Nico. O'Reilly doesn't. He puts it over the bar as a chance. Should have been 4. It should have been 4. Oh, I've got no drink left now. I didn't bring another one up at half time. That's a schoolboy error from me. That was a chance that for Nico O'Reilly. Could have made it back-to-back games with goals. Gets it all wrong, slices it and into the stands. Nice to see everyone in the north stand stood up and, yeah. Anyway, a couple of changes for Liverpool. It's not just Joe Gomez that's going to be coming on. Federico Chiesa, Italian teammate for Gianluigi Donnarumma, coming on. I see Conor Bradley coming off. Joe Gomez coming on. Florian Wirtz, the other player, making way. So I presume Chiesa is going to go further forward here. Nico O'Reilly did go down after having a sliced effort. He's continuing just to feel a bit of pain. I wonder if we might see some minutes for Rayan Ait-Nouri. Be surprised if we didn't see Tijjani Reijnders get some minutes from the bench either. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys, we're 19 likes away from 100. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes. We've got 7 minutes left of this game. City 3-0 up here against Liverpool in what's been a cracking performance. It's a great job from Nico O'Reilly on Salah, and the offside flags up as well. As I said before, it's just not really been Liverpool's day. We missed a penalty pretty early on, and we never got punished for it. And Manchester City now just got to look to try and probably coast this one out. As we're now 18 likes. 18 to go, guys. We're not far away. 18 to go. As Andy says, Salah looking old now. I won't be surprised to see Salah leave Liverpool by the summer. I don't know why, I've always pictured Salah just taking a real big money move to Saudi Arabia. You know, Mo Salah, when I went to Egypt last year, don't underestimate the Egyptian market and the influence that he has on football in Egypt and just all around them areas, because, you know, he's a big name, a big face. Everybody knows who he is. He's done incredible things in the Premier League, and an incredible football player, if I'm being honest. I just always felt like, obviously, the Saudi League's been built around the brand of Cristiano Ronaldo and looking for other big names to come in. They've attracted a lot of Brazilian players. I'd have thought they'd have been crying out for, Egyptian biggest star. I can picture a big Saudi Arabian move for Salah sooner rather than later. I don't necessarily think it's age catching up and he's lost pace or anything. I think it's just more confidence and I don't know what goes on behind the scenes. I know Mo Salah seemed like he'd been heavily affected by the very sad passing of Diogo Jota in the summer. I don't know if that's had any influence on performance, but yeah. I think more than anything, I think Salah just doesn't look as happy for X, Y, and Z, and I don't know about you guys. I just get the vibe. I feel like we're reaching the end of Mo Salah in the Premier League. As I said, I think he's an incredible player, and he'll go down as a Premier League great. Josko Gvardiol gives the ball away to Szoboszlai, and Szoboszlai gives the ball away back to Josko Gvardiol. As we're now 17 likes, guys, away from 100. Let's get these likes up. We're running out of time. Got 4 minutes to go. 17 likes. Come on, guys. 17 likes. Let's have a big push. A big push. Here's Nico O'Reilly into the penalty area, and another shot that's just into the stands from Nico O'Reilly. He had a good half a yard on his stronger left foot. Yeah. 16 likes to go. We're making progress. 15. This is good now. Let's get it up. 15 likes, guys. 15 to go to 100. Nico O'Reilly on Mo Salah is going to be a free kick for Liverpool. Ball gets sent forward by Liverpool. It's a good touch there from Cody Gakpo. Looks to try and find Kerkez. City looking to try and keep hold of their clean sheet as we're now 14 likes away. 14 to go. Closing in on the nervous 90s. And we continue our big push. Here's Gakpo. Finds Jones. 3 minutes left. So guys, don't forget, leave a thumbs up. 14 likes to go. Do subscribe. And do check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. Marmoush is going to keep that one in, but Kanate strong should keep hold of that. And a free kick given to Liverpool for the pull. So City looking like they're going to be taking all 3 points here in a brilliant way for us to hit the international break. It's thought that we are going to get the verdict of the 115 charges during this November international break. So the next couple of weeks could be fun. Before we next kick a ball, we'll see, because we've hit it all before and always saying, oh, it's due and this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and we'll see. We'll see. As we're now 13 likes, guys. 13. Let's keep it going. 13 likes to go. 2 minutes plus whatever's to be added on here. Could be a tight one, this, for 100 likes. I hope we can do it. It's been a really enjoyable live stream, an enjoyable game, and a brilliant victory, this, for City. I think it deserves 100 likes anyway. I'm actually biased because it's my stream. Anyway, here is Liverpool coming forward again. Poor pass, cut off by Savinho. He's going to get the ball here, Savinho, as well, and he's going to go down under the challenge from Curtis Jones, and that's going to be a yellow card. It is going to be a yellow card. J-Love-Bug, yes. I was expecting City to bring it today. They brought it today. Just expected to see a bit more from Liverpool. Liverpool might feel themselves a bit unlucky not to have come away with a goal or two. One or two things not gone their way in football. So it happens. At the end of the day, I just think City have won them individual battles. So, yeah. Anyway, we're into the 90th minute, into the final minute of normal time, plus whatever's to be added on. That's going to be a free kick for Liverpool. Matheus Nunes deemed to have brought Kerkez down. Arne Slot doesn't look like he has the answer. Pep Linders, Pep Guardiola look as happy as ever. Pep Guardiola going to celebrate, I'm sure, with a fine bottle of wine tonight for his efforts. 1,000 games in football management. Going to be celebrated in some style with Man City leading here at the Etihad as we enter into added time in the second half by 3-0. Goal today coming through Erling Haaland with the first goal. Saw a deflected effort from Nico Gonzalez for the second. And, of course, the cracker of a goal from Jeremy Doku. Right, guys, I am going to near enough end this stream upon full time because I want to crack on with my match reaction for this match. So, we've got 3 minutes added on. We've got 3 minutes to try and hit 100 likes. We're 12 likes away. We're nearly into the nervous 90s as Omar Marmoush could be in here. He's going to turn away. So 12 likes, guys, in 3 minutes. It's a difficult ask. It could happen. It's a difficult ask. We'll see. If you're watching this, please do leave a thumbs up. That'd be great. See if we can hit 100 likes. Should be a free kick there for City. No, yeah, it's going to be a free kick. Phil Foden down. Yellow card's out. Another yellow card. Yeah, so 12 likes. Can we make it happen? 11 likes. Let's keep it going, guys. 11 likes to go. We've got 2 minutes left of this game now. It's a nasty little elbow from Dominic Szoboszlai. I'm not sure if there's any malice in it. He just kind of runs past and his elbow's sticking out and hits Foden in the head. So a free kick here for City. I think City are just happy just to kill a bit of the clock, to be honest. Yeah, 10 likes. We're into the nervous 90s now. 10 likes to go for 100. Let's see if we can have a big push. If we can get like 4 or 5 likes in the next minute or so, it could be doable. Could be doable. 91. Let's keep it going. 9 likes to go. City do pass the free kick. As I said, they're just going to look to kill the clock. I think City are just happy to try and push to see if they can keep a clean sheet as Foden drags his effort wide. 8 likes to go, guys. 8 likes to go. Thank you very much, Andy and Alison, for tuning in. No problem at all. My pleasure. And do have a wonderful evening as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Jeremy Doku, no surprise, given the man of the match. A huge round of applause. He's got a little smile on his face. A little wink as well. It's been an incredible performance from Jeremy Doku. Fully deserves the man of the match. He gets my man of the match as well. I think it's going to be the making of Jeremy Doku, this performance today. As we're now 7 likes, guys. 7 to go. We've got 8 minutes left. Julia, our next rendezvous will be Man City's next game against Newcastle United in 13 days' time. 6 likes to go. We've got 30 seconds. We can do it, I believe. 6 likes. We can do it. We've got 30 seconds. Ball across to Szoboszlai. Can't take the touch, and that's out. Thank you very much, Mind, for tuning in. Thank you very much, Andy, as well, for your kind comment. Yeah, I think we might just fall short of the 100 likes, which I think is a great shame for hitting it live. We might be able to hit it in the post-production. We'll see. Thank you very much, J Love Bugs, for tuning in. Throw in then for City. Looks like it's going to be a clean sheet. 3 goals. A very impressive performance and a very impressive win for Manchester City. Seamus, thank you for tuning in. Keith as well. Let's keep it up. 5 likes to go. Keep going, guys. Keep going. Let's see if we can hit the 100 likes whilst I just do my very short outro. So thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. Stay tuned for my match reaction, which will be up in the next hour or so for you guys to enjoy. So do stick around and do subscribe. It is free. Social media links, they're in the description as well. If you want to go and follow me on my X, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget as well to leave your thoughts in the comments below if you're watching this after the stream. If you're watching it live right now, then do get your thoughts in the live chat. What have you made of Manchester City's performance today? This impressive performance, this 3-0 performance, this game that sees us capitalise on Arsenal dropping points yesterday as Manchester City go 4 points behind at the top of the Premier League and Manchester City going into second place. Get your thoughts in the comments below or in the live chat whilst we're live for the next minute or so. And also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up. We're aiming for 100 likes. We've got 5 likes to go, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Julia, you're more than welcome. Thank you, Melody, for tuning in. Albert, good night to you as well. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. I would appreciate anybody checking out SofaScore. It's a free app to download. Links and details there in the description. You've got the link in the live chat. You've got the QR code on screen. It'll take you to the download page to download the free SofaScore app. Without these sponsors, the streams don't happen, so I'd appreciate any interaction towards them. As I said, SofaScore is a free app to download. They'll keep you up to date with the latest football scores and information from around the grounds. They'll keep you up to date with the latest match information, the latest statistics, the latest team news, and so much more. Not just limited to football scores and info. It's got you guys covered for all the sports that you want to go and follow. So if you're interested in following the NFL that's happening right now, they've got you guys covered. Cricket, rugby league, rugby union, darts, everything. It's all on there. So do go and check it out. And a big thank you to SofaScore for sponsoring today's live stream. And a big thank you to SofaScore for sponsoring today's live stream. So yeah, I'll see you all again in 13 days' time when we take on Newcastle United away from home in the Premier League. Will be the next live stream. I suspect the next couple of weeks might be quite big for Man City, in particular if we get that 115 charges verdict. We'll see what does happen. And in the next hour, we'll have the reaction from this win for Manchester City, this impressive performance, winning by 3-0 in a top atmosphere at the Etihad Stadium as Pep Guardiola celebrates his 1,000th game in management, and a perfect way for him to celebrate as well. As I said, post-production, like aim, 100 likes, we're 6 away. Any help towards that would be great. Naz, thanks for tuning in. Candy, thanks for tuning in. Keith, thanks for tuning in. Seamus and Andy and Alison and Julia, thank you for tuning in as well and helping to moderate today's chat. It is much appreciated, so a big shout out to you guys. And yeah, I'll see you all again real soon for the next one, as we're now 5 likes away from 100. So any help towards that, guys, would be great. 4 likes. We might well hit 100 likes very soon. So, I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I do hope everybody is safe and well. Alvin, thanks for tuning in as well. Peace. Ciao for now. 3 likes to go. We'll see if we can hit 100. Take it easy, guys. See you for the match reaction.